Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
सबसे पहले मेरे गुरुपाद पद्म नित्यलीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत श्रील वामन गोस्वामी महाराज एवं नित्यलीला प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद
into the lotus feet of my Guru,
श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत
Vishnupad,
श्रील नारायण
Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my infinite Dandavat pranams and heartily obeisances into their lotus feet.
ज्ञापन करता हूँ तत्पश्चात नित्यलीला
Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad, Putra Sri Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, and all the Vaishnavas that are here. I offer my Dandavat pranams to everyone. Today is the fourth day of Srimad Bhagavatam, fourth day. Today, today we will focus more on Krishna's birth, pastime, and they say how Nanda Maharaj was, how he celebrated the birthday of, how he celebrated. Is it working now? Is it working? Is it working?
उन्होंने दान दक्षिणा दी और समस्त ब्रजवासी
He did lots of donations, and
जन्म महोत्सव पर
so on celebrating the birthday, he celebrated his birthday, Krishna's birthday, and we'll listen to that Hari Katha. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there are a lot of beautiful stories. There are 18,000 shloks. There are 18,000 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam. And in the 10th canto, there are very beautiful expressions, and there are so many chapters. And Shukdev Goswami expressed beautiful Hari Katha to Parikshit Maharaj. And it's not possible to express the beautiful Hari Katha in such short span of time. I will try to express Hari Katha in short in front of you, the best one. Yesterday we didn't get time to discuss about the story of Vritrasura. It's a very beautiful story of Vritrasura. In Vedas, there are three things explained: karma, Gyan, knowledge, and Bhakti, spiritual practice. The one is Karma Kand, Gyan Kand, and Bhakti Kand. So Karma and Gyan, if there's a break between them, or if you have a fault in there, then the fruits of that, we don't get it. We get the reverse, opposite fruit. We don't get what we want, we receive the opposite thing. But in the path of spirituality and bhakti, if we have a fault or if we commit an offense, then there's always a way to fix it. So in Gita, Krishna says,
न्याहादिकवनास्तु प्रत्यवान विद्यते सर्वमपि अस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयः। भक्ति मार्ग में चलते
so in the path of spirituality, in Bhakti Marg,
दोष भी आ जाए,
if there's
काम
like,
भंग हो जाए,
if the sequence is
आगे
broken,
पीछे भी हो जाए,
if like,
उसमें दोष नहीं।
then there's no dosh, like you're not, it's not a sin, it's not a fault that you're
विष्णवे नमः
committing.
और विष्णाय नमः
Vaishnava Nama and Vishnaya Nama.
फलम समर्पणम्। ठीक उसी प्रकार
So exactly like
भक्ति
that,
मार्ग में
in the path of spirituality,
किंतु
this is
कर्मकांड
explained.
जहाँ पर है,
But in the path of karmas,
तनिक भूल है।
if you do a little
या कभी
mistake,
मंत्र
if you do a
उच्चारण
little
आदि
mistake, even
यदि
if
दोष
you
होता है,
do a fault in chanting any mantra,
उल्टा फल आ जाता है।
then you get a reverse
इसी कथा को श्री
fruit.
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
So Sukdev Goswami Pad is expressing this to Parikshit Maharaj.
देखो इंद्र ने
So Indra, he was doing a fire sacrifice to
निधन करने के लिए
win over his enemy.
असुर और देवता में हर समय
So
लड़ाई चलती रहती
so between Devtas and Asuras, like demons and demigods, there's always a fight.
दो भूत सर्गल के उसमें दैव आसुर एव च विष्णु भक्त भवेत् दैव आसुरी तत् विपरीत। गीता पद्म पुराण की
In Padma Puran,
एक ही है और अर्थ
the Gita and Padma Puran, they have a lot of similar verses
सर्कल
and they mean exactly the
पृथ्वी
same.
लोक और सर्कल
So on earth and in heaven, Prithvi Lok and Swarglok,
दैव आसुर एव च
Devasura Vacha
जो भगवान की विश्वास रखने वाले उसी
the
की कहा
people who trust God, believe in God, they are known as Devtas. Those who believe in existence of God, and those who criticize God, those who don't believe in God, they are known as Asur.
इसलिए सूर और असुर में सदा सर्वदा क्या चलते रहते हैं।
So between Asur and Devtas, there's always a fight happening between them. There's a reason. This is the only reason they are fighting.
हिंदी गीता किसी कारण दैव आसुर दो भूत सर्कल के उसमें
This verse is explaining that.
विष्णु भक्त भवेत् दैव आसुर तत् विपरीत। भगवान विष्णु के भक्त ही उसी कहा जाता
So
है।
the devotees of Vishnu, they are known as Devta. The devotees of Lord, in the straight and clear definition of Devta.
इसलिए असुर लोग
So
सदा
Asur,
सर्वदा देवताओं
the
की
demons, they always keep attacking Devtas, like attacking them. And
स्वर्ग राज्य अधिकार करने के लिए प्रयास करते हैं।
to win heaven and rule over heaven. That's what Asur always wanted that. And Devtas, they performed a fire sacrifice. So Devtas performed a fire sacrifice to win the war. And when they were doing fire sacrifice,
मंत्र की जो उच्चारण जो है
they were chanting a mantra, and the mantra they didn't chant it properly,
इंद्र शत्रु
like
विवर्धक।
exactly properly.
इस मंत्र के द्वारा
But this mantra that Gurudev said, they have
क्या
to,
था? ये इंद्र के जो शत्रु जो है
like the enemy of Indra, he die. Indra Shatru, enemy of Shatru, should die. That's the mantra.
इस मंत्र से
And with that mantra,
किंतु देखो उच्चारण थोड़ा आगे पीछे हो गया।
So-
इंद्र शत्रु विवर्धक।
so there was some problem
ये
in
इंद्र
when
के
they
जो
chanted
शत्रु
this
जो है,
mantra.
वो जग से प्रकटित हो।
So what they said with the wrong word, it meant like Indra's enemy should appear from this fire right now.
वो इंद्र के शत्रु जग से
So Indra's enemy should appear from the fire right now.
और उस समय
So
जग
this
से
made the
प्रकट
difference
हुए।
with word. And at that time,
वित्रासुर
Vritrasura appeared from the fire.
है।
He had a very huge body.
और इतने विशाल शरीर
He had a very huge body, and what did he do?
समस्त देवताओं की जो है त्राही तरी मचा दी। माने
He started
सब
to,
परास्त कर डाला।
he defeated all the Devtas. He was so huge. He defeated all the Devtas.
इंद्र आदि देवता लोग से भयभीत होकर के
And Indra and other
स्वर्ग
Devtas,
राज्य छोड़ करके
they left the heaven, they left their kingdom, and they started to run away.
देखो अंत में
At the end,
देवगुरु बृहस्पति सलाह दी एक
the
काम
guru of Devtas, Brihaspati, he
वित्रासुर
advised,
की वध करने के लिए
he
एक ही
said,
उपाय
to
है
kill Vritrasura, there's only one way.
ऋषि के।
to go to
पुस्तिक यानी
Duditi
हड्डी
Rishi
के द्वारा वज्र
and
बनाते
make a weapon with
हैं। और
Duditi
वज्र
Rishi's
बना करके
ashes, like
और
there's remnant of bone after
वित्रासुर
burning.
की
So you make a weapon with that, and then you can kill
तब उस
Vritrasura.
समय इंद्र आदि देवता लोग
At that time, Indra and
दधीचि
other
ऋषि
devtas,
ऋषि से
they went
उसे
to
अस्थि
pick
यानी
up
हड्डी होती
pick
लेकर
up
के
the
और
unburnt bones of the Diti Rishi, and
बड़ा अस्त्र
they
बनाया
made a weapon with that.
और उस समय विशाल युद्ध हुई उस युद्ध में
And at that time, a huge war happened.
जब वज्र
And Indra, when he
वित्रासुर पर
picked up
मारने
his
लगे
weapon,
और वित्रासुर
he
के
started
सारे
with
शरीर
Vritrasura,
के अंग काट काट करके खंड खंड हो गए
and Vritrasura's body
उस
parts, they
समय
started to fall
वित्रासुर
off, cutting and
बहुत
falling
सुंदर
off.
स्तव
And at
स्तुति
that
आदि
time,
करते हैं।
Vritrasura is saying
श्रीमद्
very
भागवत
beautiful
में
glorifications of the
सुखदेव
Lord.
गोस्वामी का
In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukdev
इस
Goswami
कथा
Pad,
को सुंदर रूप में
he
श्रवण कराया।
he expressed this Harikatha very beautifully.
वित्रासुर की बहुत प्रसंग जो है वित्रासुर उस समय प्रभु की जो है
At
स्तुति
that
करते
time,
हैं।
Vritrasura is glorifying the God.
आश्चर्य हो
The Devtas, they got
उस समय
shocked.
मैंने कहा वो भगवान के मानते नहीं
I told you, Asuras do not believe in Lord.
किंतु वित्रासुर
But
को
Vritrasura,
होकर
being
के
a Asur, being a demon, he is
प्रभु की स्तुति करते हैं।
glorifying the God.
इसको देख करके देवता लोग
So
आश्चर्य
the Devtas saw this and they got so surprised.
वो स्तुति बहुत सुंदर थी।
It was very beautiful.
ये विशेष व्याख्यान बताया।
In Srimad Bhagavat, this is the special explanation. I will present 2 to 3 glorifications of his, of Vritrasura.
प्रभु की प्रार्थना करें।
He started to pray to God.
हरे तव पादैकमूलं दासानुदासो भवितास्मि भुवम् मनस्मरितासुरपते गुणानां गृणीतवाक कर्म करोतु काय।
Vritrasura is praying to the God. Hey Lord,
अहं हरे तव पादैकमूलम्। हे भगवान,
hey Lord,
आपके चरण कमल में
in your lotus feet,
मैं यही प्रणाम करता हूँ।
I offer my pranams.
आपके चरण कमल के मैं
And in your lotus feet,
स्तुति करता रहा हूँ।
I want to glorify.
आपके चरण कमल को मैं सदा सर्वदा
Every time,
सेवा
for
करता हूँ।
every breath, I want to serve your lotus feet.
सदा सर्वदा
Every time and with my every breath, I want to just serve you.
मन के द्वारा
With my heart,
आपकी चिंतन करते हूँ।
I want to remember you. With my mind, I want to remember you.
शरीर के द्वारा
With
आपकी
my
सेवा
body, I want to serve
और
you.
मन के द्वारा
And with
आपकी चरण कमल के मैं स्मरण करता हूँ।
I want to always
और
be
जीवा
absorbed
के द्वारा
in thinking about your lotus feet. And with my tongue,
गुणाखान आपकी
I
स्तुति
just
करता हूँ।
want to say your glorifications with my mouth over and over again.
हे प्रभु,
Hey
मुझे
Prabhu,
संसार के
I
इस संसार में जितने भी वस्तु
all the things that exist in this material world, I don't want any of it.
धर्म अर्थ काम
Money, wealth, religion, the topmost designations of the universe, I don't even want that.
यहाँ तक भी कह रहे हैं क्या
And
पुनर्भवंगा, यहाँ तक भी मुझे मोक्ष भी नहीं चाहिए, मुक्ति भी
I
नहीं
don't
चाहिए।
even want liberation.
सालोक्य, साष्टी, सामीप्य, सारूप्य और साजुज्य मुक्ति, 5 प्रकार के
There are
मुक्ति
5
में
types of
मुक्ति के
mukti,
बारे में
liberation. It is explained
शास्त्र में बताया।
in scriptures
कहते हैं कि मुक्ति भी मुझे नहीं चाहिए।
that I don't want
क्या
that.
चाहिए?
So what does he want?
आपके चरण कमल में
He said,
सदा सर्वदा
I want to stay
सेवा प्राप्ति है।
in your lotus feet and serve you. I want to perform bhakti.
यहाँ तक भी कह रहे हैं
And he's also saying,
ब्रह्मा आदि पद में मुझे नहीं चाहिए,
I don't want this position of Brahma, the
कुछ नहीं चाहिए।
creator of universe.
सदा सर्वदा
I don't want that.
आपकी चरण को
I only want to remember and be absorbed in your seva, and I only want to think about your lotus feet. Seva is the topmost religion. I don't want anything.
और एक श्लोक के द्वारा बहुत सुंदर बताया। कहते हैं
Vritrasura also shared another slok.
शक्तिवाम मातरं खगाम Sannam yatha vatsatara udartayam priyam privapusitam visanna manorvindaksha vidripchate tvam अजात पक्षेव मातरम खला
Vritrasura, he said, Prabhu,
जिस प्रकार छोटे छोटे
like
पक्षी साव
small birds,
पक्षी चिड़िया
like
अभी
small bird,
पंडे से
a newborn bird who just came out from an egg.
पंखा तो है कि उड़ नहीं पाते
They have wings, but they cannot fly because they don't have the power. They stay in the nest, and what do they say? Chee 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 chee. They make that sound, and their mother went away to find some food, and
माँ की चिंता
the children, they are thinking about their mother for two reasons.
चिड़िया व पक्षी आकर उसके मारने
One reason, another bird can come and kill them, so to protect them, they are just making that sound.
और एक
They're
कारण
thinking about their mother. And second reason, they are also hungry.
छटपटा रहे
They are craving for food.
घोंसले में रह करके चीं 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 कर अपने माँ की स्मरण करते हैं
And by doing chi 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 chi, they are thinking about their mother. And exactly like that, Vritrasura is saying,
मेरे मन
my mind and heart
सदा सर्वदा
should always
पक्षी
be
के भांति
like that little bird. My mind and
सदा
heart
सर्वदा आपके चरण में लगे रहे
should always be craving for the presence of your lotus feet, and I don't want anything else.
फिर करेंगे नहीं ये उदाहरण ठीक नहीं है
Vritrasura said, this is not a good example.
भगवान के हम कम स्मरण करते हैं
Why and when do we remember the God?
जब दुख आता है
When sadness comes.
सुख में कोई भजन करता है
Does anyone do spiritual practice when they're happy?
मैंने किया
Everyone gets ego. They're like, I am the doer. And when the sadness comes,
सभी भगवान को इसको
you all call Lord.
इसलिए क्या कहते हैं
So that's why
दुख में सुख में भजन करे कोई सुख में करे ना कोई
like everyone remembers the God in sadness.
दुख का है।
No one remembers about the God when they are happy.
दुख में सभी करना पड़ता किंतु सुख में तो करो
You should also remember the God in happiness. In any situation, you should always remember the God.
स्मरण करना चाहिए
You should always remember Him,
अजान
whether you're happy or sad. Ajamil,
करें
Vritrasura,
मुझे नहीं चाहिए।
he said, I don't want
दूसरी
this.
उदाहरण दे रहे हैं मातरम खगा
And there's another example.
स्तन्नं यथा वत्सतरा उदाहरण जैसे बछड़ा
Like a calf,
सारे दिन बोले
all day
माँ से
they
गाय से जो है बिछुड़ के रहा
they stay away from their mother,
शाम के
cow,
समय
and during evening the calf is left to go to and meet her mother, and then then the calf drinks milk,
बछड़ा क्या करता है
and all day the calf is
माँ के लिए चिंतन करता है।
thinking about his mother.
अब मुझे
When will I get, when will my robe be opened, and when will I do breastfeeding? And this example is not appropriate according to Vritrasura,
क्योंकि देखो
because
बछड़ा जब
the calf,
दूध पी लेती है
when they are finished drinking milk, they forget their mother, they just go back.
है कि नहीं?
True or not?
अपने स्वार्थ के लिए ही वो माँ के स्मरण कर रहे हैं।
So they're only thinking about their mother for their own desire, selfish
इसलिए
desire.
वित्रासुर
The
करें
material world is like that. So Vritrasura is saying this is also not right according to him.
तीसरी उदाहरण के दे रहे हैं प्रियं प्रियो बुसितम विसन्ना मनो अरविंदाक्ष दिलित चकित्वम हे अरविंदाक्ष कमलनयन कृष्ण आपके निकट मैं यही प्रार्थना करता हूँ जिस प्रकार प्रियजन के सदा सर्वदा स्मरण करते हैं इस संसार में प्रियजन की
So like lovers in this world,
स्मरण करते हैं निस्वार्थ होकर के
so without their own selfish desire, if you're remembering your beloved, that is a kind example of in Bhakti,
जहाँ पर निस्वार्थ
where you don't have any selfish desire, you're only thinking about how to please the Lord.
मंदिर में हम जाते हैं
In temple we go, we offer 2 rupees, and in return we ask 2 crore rupees. It's like giving 2 cents and asking for $500,000. So we are saying that's bhakti, but it's not. But if we see it and analyze it properly, this is not bhakti. I'm sorry to speak the truth here. This is truth. Yesterday I did a Hari Katha. I explained there was a beggar who asked, Sethji, can you please give me 1 rupee? He asked me, can you give me 1 rupee? And Sethji, how much money he begged from the world? He said $500,000. So who is the bigger beggar? Sethji, big businessman. But will you tell a big businessman that you are a beggar? No. But this is the truth. Who is the beggar? We don't understand clearly. They're like, oh, he's a big businessman. He offered 10,000 rupees to God. Like, wow. And how much did he ask in return? I explained yesterday in Hari Katha or not? Remember it. This is the truth. And Vritrasura is saying, what is bhakti? It's like without any, it's like selfless. You're serving someone selflessly, that is bhakti, serving the God. So that is the pure bhakti. There's no any desire for ourselves. We don't have any desire in our heart. We only have one desire, to please the Lord and make Him happy. What do we want in this material world? We always desire to make our beloved happy. But if someone is doing with their own selfish desire, then that seva is, that seva is good. No. Good. Oppose it. Seva is not good. Hey Prabhu, you have eyes like lotus. I pray to you. Like for the happiness of your beloved, you just give everything of yours. Nothing for ourselves we keep. What is the definition of love? It's not a business like give and take. It's not a business. How can you give? That's the only definition of love. In this material world we see like how much can we receive? How much can we give? In giving you feel joy. Don't take. How much can you give to the God? Now I come back to Harkat. The Vritrasura is saying in his last glorification, last verse. So Vritrasura is saying in his last verse, Vritrasura said, hey Prabhu, depending on my karmas of my past lives, I am moving around this material world. So depending on the karma, they are taking birth from their mother's womb, and then they die, and then they go in another mother womb. So this is the cycle that keeps going on and on and on. So this is the cycle of birth and death. How is this happening? Depending on our karmas. Depending on our karmas, we take birth, and depending on our karmas, we give up this body. When the time will come, this body will, you will have to give up this body. No one will wait for even 1 second. When the time is up, time comes, it will come, and you will die.
जितने में जो भी कुछ भी करे
You can do anything you want.
ये शरीर छोड़
You will have to give up this
समय
body.
सबके निर्धारित है
Everyone times is
predestined
predestined.
कब ये शरीर छूट जाए कौन जाने
Who knows when you're going to
ये
die?
वित्रासुर करे
So Vritrasura is saying,
श्लोक जानी सुसखम हे प्रभु
Hey
आपके
Prabhu,
जो निज जान जी उनके साथ मेरा
I want to be friends with your close servants. That's all I desire.
और मैं कुछ नहीं चाहता
I don't desire anything else.
संसार में तो आना जाना पड़ता है
So in material world you have to come and go.
किंतु भगवान के प्रियजन के साथ
But if you are
मित्रता
friends with eternal associates or
और
close
उसी जन्म
servants,
में अंतिम जन्म
that would be your last life. You will be delivered after that. Delivered to the material world. Also delivered to the transcendental world.
आई कथा में जब वित्रासुर ऐसे स्तुति आदि करने लगे
When Vritrasura is making such
उस
glorifications,
समय परीक्षित
at
महाराज
that time Parikshit Maharaj,
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पादिगण के एक प्रश्न
he
पूछा
asked the question to Sukdev Goswami.
हे प्रभु
Right? Hey
हे
Prabhu,
गुरुदेव
hey
हे
Gurudev,
ब्राह्मण
hey Brahman.
त्रिकालक का सब कुछ जानते हैं भूत भविष्य
You know everything, you know past, present and future.
आप ये बताइए
You tell me,
वित्रासुर ऐसे प्रभु के निकट ऐसे स्तुति क्यों की
why is he doing such beautiful glorifications, being a demon, being a asura?
ऐसे सब स्तुति क्यों कर रहे हैं
Why is he doing glorifications like this?
सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद
That time, Sukdev Goswami Pad,
वित्रासुर के पूर्व जन्म की इतिहास
he explained the past life of Vritrasura.
हे परीक्षित सुनो
Then he Parikshit, listen,
वित्रासुर
Vritrasura,
पूर्व जन्म
in his past life,
वास्तव में चित्रकेतु महाराज थे कौन
he
थे
was King Chitraketu.
चित्रकेतु महाराज याद रखना
He
क्या
was
बोला
King Chitraketu.
अरे जोर से तो बोलो कम से
Chitraketu Maharaj.
श्रीमद् भागवत चित्रकेतु उपाख्यान
In Bhagavat it is
बहुत
written,
सुंदर कथा है
there's a very beautiful Harikatha.
विशाल साम्राज्य उनके
So he has a huge kingdom, he had loads of wealth, loads of money,
उनकी
and a
पत्नियां
huge
भी अनेक
empire. He had lots of wives
दास दासी
and lots of servants,
धन संपत्ति
had loads of
हाथी
wealth,
घोड़े
loads of elephants, horses, everything was full. He had a huge empire.
किंतु उनके मन में
But
शांति नहीं सुख
he was not peaceful, he was disturbed,
क्यों
he was
ना
not happy.
उनके पास कोई
But why? Because
संतान नहीं
he did not have any child.
इस संसार में सब क्या चाहते हैं
What do you want in this world?
क्या चाहते हैं आप
What do you want?
हैं? धन चाहते हैं
You all want money?
संतान हो जाए पुत्र
No,
संतान।
you want a child. Everyone wants a child.
है कि नहीं क्या चाहते हैं
What do you want?
बेटा चाहते हैं बेटी चाहते
You
हैं
want son or daughter?
क्या चाहते
Someone
हैं
said both.
हाथ उठाए कितने लोग बेटा चाहते हैं
Who
हाथ
wants son? Pick your hands up.
कौन कौन बेटा चाहते हैं
Who wants to have a son?
हैं?
People are saying they want both, son and daughter both.
अच्छा हम दो हमारे दो
Just like we two are two. That's like an Indian slogan.
बेटी लोग बेटी नहीं बोले बेटी नहीं चाहिए बोलते हैं।
Generally, people say they don't want
किंतु
daughter.
देखो मैं एक बताता हूँ
I'll give you an example.
घर में जब बेटी आते हैं क्या बोलते हैं भाई
When daughter is born,
लक्ष्मी आई
they say Lakshmi
और बेटा आया
Ai,
तो
Lakshmi
क्या
came.
बोलते हैं?
And when the son is born,
नारायण आई बोलते हैं
do you say Narayan came? No.
अरे लक्ष्मी तो चाहिए ना
Everyone wants
आप
Lakshmi.
लक्ष्मी चाहते भी नहीं चाहते
Everyone desires for
हैं?
Lakshmi.
तो बेटी आई तो लक्ष्मी तो अच्छा ही तो है
So when daughter is born, it's good.
हैं?
Lakshmi is coming.
बेटी होना अच्छा ही नहीं बेटियां जो सेवा करती है ना बेटा वो सेवा नहीं करती
The service that daughter can do, sons can never do that. Listen it properly.
किंतु लोग उल्टा जा रहे
The
हैं।
service daughter
अच्छा
can do,
देखो
sons
इतने
can
कथा
never do.
सुनने वाले भक्ति करने वाले कितने
So
लोग
people who listen to Harikatha do Bhakti, how many people are there?
लेडीज है
So gents are more here or ladies?
इसे तो शास्त्र में कहा
See, in scriptures it is explained. I am speaking truth. In Kali Yuga,
स्त्रियों की अधिक भक्ति होती है
women they have more potency to do bhakti.
स्त्रियों की भक्ति अधिक बताई है
the bhakti of women is considered higher. I am not saying in scriptures it is written. Even the scholars also believe this.
भक्ति क्या है? सेवा वृत्ति।
Bhakti is
देखो,
depends
आपके घर
seva-vritti.
में आपकी बेटी बड़ी
See,
है।
if your daughter
आपकी
is
बेटा छोटा
bigger
है।
and your son is small,
देखो,
you can
आपकी
see
बेटी जो बड़ी है ना,
your
वो
bigger
कभी अपने
your
छोटे
daughter,
भाई के नहीं, बड़े भाई के नहीं कहेंगे
she will not
कि मुझे एक गिलास
ask
पानी
their
पिलाओ।
brother to
और
give me
छोटा
one glass
भाई
of
है ना,
water, but the brother,
बेटा है, छोटा है,
the
वो
little
अपने बड़ी
brother,
बहन के लिए, "हाँ, मुझे एक गिलास पानी
they will always ask his sister to get a glass
और
of water
देखो,
for him.
सेवा वृत्ति है।
So this is seva-vritti,
माताएं में जो सेवा वृत्ति है,
the the mood of service that exists in mother.
हो सकता
It's
है,
not in anyone
होता
else.
है, बहुत कम।
Maybe there might exist, but it's very rare.
मैं किसी की प्रशंसा कर रहा हूँ,
I'm not
निंदा नहीं
glorifying
कर
or
रहा हूँ,
criticizing
शास्त्र की
anyone. I'm expressing you what's written in scriptures.
तो आप क्या चाहते हो? बेटी होना ये
So
अच्छा
what
है
do you
संसार
want?
में।
Me having a daughter is nice,
हाँ, किंतु लोग उल्टा समझता है।
but people think opposite.
वो सेवा करेगी,
The daughter will serve you.
वास्तव में सत्य, कहीं भी जाए,
This is the truth.
माता पिता की
You can go
सेवा।
anywhere.
किंतु लोग सोचते हैं,
They will serve.
वो तो दूसरे के घर में चले जाएंगे।
People think they will
हमारे
go
घर-
away
और
to, they will
बेटा
go
का
to
घर
another
में
family.
रखेगी क्या?
And will you keep your son to your house? You will kick your son kick your son out of your house.
हाँ? ऐसे नहीं है।
Oh, he said the son will kick you out of your house.
दोनों की समान आदर करना चाहिए।
You should respect everyone.
क्या बोला? बेटा हो अथवा
So either son or daughter, you should respect them equally. You should respect them equally.
किंतु हम इसलिए करें, भक्ति के लिए हम
I'm
करें,
saying
देखो,
this especially for bhakti.
स्वाभाविक रूप में
Naturally,
माता में भक्ति है इसमें।
mothers,
भक्ति स्त्रीलिंग नहीं
they
है।
have
भक्ति
the
कौन सा लिंग है?
bhakti is a feminine word.
स्त्रीलिंग है।
It's a feminine word.
स्वाभाविक रूप में
So naturally,
कोई करे ना करे वो दूसरी बात
if
है।
someone does or not, that's not the subject.
सबके लिए मैं उदाहरण नहीं दे रहा हूँ।
I'm not giving
किंतु
example for
वास्तव रूप
everyone.
में देखा
Generally,
जाए, practical हम देखते हैं,
if we're looking at
एक
practically,
माता के हृदय में जो भक्ति है,
the bhakti that
भक्ति
exists
माने
in the
सेवा
hearts
वृत्ति।
of mothers,
भक्ति अब कुछ नहीं है।
women, bhakti
भक्ति
is
तात्पर्य क्या
seva-vritti.
है? सेवा में।
How do you serve? That's bhakti.
हैं? सेवा करने की जो वृत्ति जो है,
The desire to serve,
माता में है।
it's more in women.
वास्तविक सत्य है।
This is the truth.
इसमें कोई हम कुछ ऐसे शब्द बोल दिया आप लोग रुष्ट मत होइए।
Don't get angry if I have said anything offensive.
शास्त्र की बात नहीं
I am speaking what's written in scriptures.
जेंट्स लोग कहेंगे आप
So gents, the boys will say you are taking side of women, and
ऐसे बोलते हैं, लेकिन बात इससे
but this is
ये
truth.
नहीं बोल रहा हूँ।
I am not criticizing and glorifying anyone. I am telling you what's written in scriptures.
प्राचीन काल से लेकर के
So
आज
from
तक
history till now,
प्रातः काल में उठ करके पंचकन्या
early in
के
the
नाम भी
morning,
लेना
we
होता
should
है।
take name of 5 women,
चित्त निर्मल होता है।
and then your heart will, mind will
कौन-कौन
become soft.
पंचकन्या?
And Draupadi, Kunti,
तारा,
Tara,
अहिल्या,
Ahilya,
मंदोदरी।
Mandodari.
हैं? पंचकन्या
So Panchkanya, these 5 women,
स्मरे।
we should always remember them every
हम
morning.
इसलिए ये नहीं कर रहे क्योंकि शास्त्र के विचार है।
This is the learning from Shastra, scriptures.
माँ के प्रति एक स्वाभाविक अमल क्या रहता है?
So towards our mother, we naturally love our mother.
पहले परिचय हमारे किसके साथ हुआ?
First, who we met first in this world when we were born. First we met our mother.
पहले मैंने कौन सा शब्द
Did
मुंह
we
से
meet
निकाला?
our father or did we meet our
क्या
mother
बोला?
first? Mother.
अरे जोर से भी बोल।
I said Ma first when I was born. That was the first word I learned. Ma is a very beautiful
माँ
word.
शब्द इतने मधुर है।
Ma is so beautiful word. How can I express the word mother?
पिता भी कम
माँ,
नहीं है, पिता की
father
स्तुति
is
है।
also very nice.
धर्म, पिता ही परमं तप, पितरी विद्यमापन्य प्रियन्ते सर्वदेवताः। पिता सर्वस्वरूप है, धर्म सर्वस्वरूप है। पिता
The father is a
पिता
manifestation of
पिता ही
religion.
परमं तप। पिता
He is-
साक्षात तपस्या के मूर्तिमान विग्रह ही माने।
He is known as a deity of
पिता
austerities.
पिता ही परमं तप, पितरी विद्यमापन्य प्रियन्ते सर्वदेवताः। जो पिता के सम्मान करते हैं।
So people who respect their
समस्त
father,
पितरों जो है, पूर्वजों,
all the ancestors, they get happy.
कहीं पिताजी के अनादर होना नहीं चाहिए।
We should not disrespect
जो
our
पिताजी
father.
अनादर करते
Those who
हैं,
disrespect
आदर
their
नहीं करते,
father, don't respect
मृत्यु के
him.
पश्चात
After death,
जम लोक में भी जाना पड़ता
they
है।
have to go to hell.
ये भी दिखाई दे।
This is explained in scriptures.
शास्त्र के तात्पर्य में समझना चाहिए।
We should try and understand what's written in scriptures. So let's move further in Harikatha. The King Chitraketu,
चित्त बहुत दुखी।
he was very upset because he did not have a child.
एक दिन अंगिरा ऋषि
One day, Angira Rishi,
पधारे
he came
और ऋषि को देख करके फुट-फुट करके रोने लगे।
and he saw the
तो उस
Rishi
समय
and
ऋषि-
the King
ऋषि ने
Chitraketu started to cry.
यज्ञ किया, यज्ञ के अनुष्ठान
So then they did a fire sacrifice
और उसने जब उनके
and-
छोड़ू जाने खीर बनाया
and they made kheer, sweet rice,
राजा को
milk.
दे दिया।
They made that and they gave it to the King Chitraketu, and
उस खीर को
King Chitraketu,
अपने श्रेष्ठ
he gave that kheer
खिलाया।
to his favorite wife.
गर्भवती हुई
She got pregnant and
सुंदर जो है
they had a very beautiful
पुत्र को उन्होंने
son.
जन्म
She gave birth to a very
देखो
beautiful
स्वाभाविक
son.
रूप में जिसके पुत्र
And
राजा
naturally,
उसके प्रति अति आसक्त हुआ।
his wife who has given birth to a child, he was more attached to that wife. And the other wives, they got jealous. They were jealous of that wife who gave birth. He said, King Chitraketu is not giving us more attention. He does not love us.
जिसके पुत्र
He's only giving all his attention to the wife who has given birth to son. So this son, this was like a thorn in a family. So like no bamboo, then the flute won't exist. So they decided to kill the
ऐसे
child.
विचार करके देखो वो
So they thought that,
स्त्रियां ने
and
क्या
all
की
the wives,
जब बालक सोए हुए थे
when the child was sleeping,
और उनको विष पिला दिया।
they fed him poison.
देखो ईर्ष्या
See, things like jealousy,
कहाँ तक पहुँच जाते हैं।
it makes you go very low.
बालक मर
They killed the child.
और रानी प्रातः काल में उठ देके बच्चा सोए है, सोचने लगे सोच रही है बच्चा सोई नहीं।
So the queen, she's thinking that the child is sleeping, but after some time,
देखो बच्चा उठ नहीं।
they realized that the child is not waking
उन्होंने
up.
देखा शरीर बच्चे के शरीर से प्राण
They saw that the child is dead.
ठंडा हो गया
His body was cold.
और सिर फूटने लगे, रोने लगे।
And then they started to weep.
इस समाचार को
So
मिलते ही
after getting this news, King Chitraketu,
राजकाज आदि सब कुछ छोड़ करके
he left all his work
राजमहल में आकर के रोने लगे।
and he went to the assembly
यह तब
and he started to cry.
महिषियाँ जो थी, रानियाँ थी, वो
All the other
दिखावटी
queens,
रोने लगी।
they were also showing off and they were crying.
और राजा चित्रकूट के ऐसे दुख देख करके देवता लोग भी आश्चर्य
And the Devtas, they saw the sadness of Radha Chitraketu and they got so upset.
तो इसके पश्चात स्वयं अंगिरा ऋषि नारद ऋषि के साथ
Sungira Rishi with Narad Rishi,
महाराज के पास
they
पधारे।
came to
और वो बच्चे
Chitraketu
सती पर हाथ रख करके
and they put their hand on the chest of the dead body of the child and then they asked, how did you die? Then the child woke up and explained. He said, my stepmothers, all my stepmothers, they fed me poison. They mixed poison and because of that I died. King Chitraketu was so surprised. He said,
कौन किसकी माता कौन किसकी
King, who is father, who is whose mother?
इस संसारिक मोह
This
माया
material
में
world,
पड़े हुए हैं।
we are just in a trap of attachments.
आज हम जिसको पिता माता समझते हैं दूसरी जन्म में
And
वो
we are
किसी की
thinking
माता
that
पिता थे।
we are mother and father, we have mother in this life,
इसकी कर्म
and
चक्र के द्वारा हम
this is
सबके
karma
साथ।
chakra. In next life we have different parents, and they were also someone's parents in their past life. So where do we go after death? Where do jivas go after death? It's not destined that in your next life
बाप के पिता
you will have a child or you will not meet the person that you're meeting in this life again. It's not designed. So in Srimad Bhagavatam it is explained
तीन जो है घास
like
आप ऐसे लीजिए
if you take a piece of grass
नदी के जल के स्रोत में आप छोड़ दीजिए
and you leave it in
उस
the
समय
flow
के
of
हिसाब
river,
में जो है वो घास प्रवाहित होगा चलते
so
रहेगा।
that piece of
फिर
grass will
वो
keep
घास
on moving,
जहाँ
and then it will go here and there
और
and here,
महासमुद्र में जाकर के
and then it will get
कहाँ
merged
चली
into
गई
the
वो
ocean,
पानी।
and then you will never find it
ठीक उसी
again.
प्रकार
So
इस
exactly
संसार
like
में
that,
जीव
in this material world,
अनंत काल से कहाँ भ्रमण
all the
करते हैं।
humans, all the
कर्म के
creatures,
अनुसार
they
कोई
are,
किसी के पुत्र होता है, किसी की माता होती है।
so depending on the karmas, we get our relationships like mother, father,
वो भी
son,
किस लिए आते
daughter.
हैं?
Why do they
बस
come?
समझने के लिए
We should
होता है।
understand.
वो एक दूसरे के ऋण चुकाने के लिए आते हैं।
Just to pay
और
the
कुछ नहीं
debts to each other, we have relationships.
है। आप
Like
समझिए
mother,
अथवा
father,
नहीं भी
you
समझिए,
understand or not,
किंतु
this is
वास्तव
just
में
to
ये
clear
है।
off debt that we owe.
दो मित्र
So two
एक
friends,
स्थान से दूसरे स्थान जा रहे थे।
they were wandering
बहुत घनिष्ठ मित्र
and they were very close friends.
एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान जा रहे थे।
They were wandering
चलते
from one place
चलते
to
दोनों
another,
मित्र
and while
देखा एक
walking,
जगह मैदान में
they saw
लटारी
at a
खेलते
place there was a lottery
लटारी
tickets.
टिकट खरीदा तो
So for the 5 rupees, they contributed 5 rupees. They spent 10 rupees and they bought a lottery ticket.
देखो 10 रुपया लॉटरी खरीद लिया।
So they purchased the lottery ticket,
और देखो उनको मिल गया
and
1 लाख
then
रुपया।
they won the lottery and they got 1 lakh rupees, 100,000.
50,000
And
हजार बांट दिया।
so they divided half of it as they contributed. So both of them got 50,000, and then they started to work.
मन ही मन विचार करने लगे।
So in the mind they were thinking, if someone gets to know that we have so much money, then thieves will come and steal this from us.
होटल में जाकर के
So in the
दोनों
hotel,
मित्र रहने लगे।
so they went to hotel and still. So how much money do they have? 50,000.
एक मित्र के मन में कुछ ऐसे दुर्भावना हुई।
So one of the friends, he had a bad thought coming into mind. He said, nobody knows that we have so much money. We won this money. Nobody knows about it.
ये लोग विचार करने लगे इसको विष पिला देगा।
So he started to think, I will give poison and kill my other friend, and then I will steal that 50,000 from
देखो
you,
रात को सोने के
and I'll become more rich. So when he was about to sleep, he gave him some milk,
और दूध में वो
and the milk,
जहर मिला
he put some poison,
और वो मित्र
and
शरीर छोड़ दिया।
that friend died.
किसको पता ही नहीं।
Nobody
और
knew.
वो मित्र से कितना पैसा ले लिया?
And he took 50,000 rupees from that person.
और मित्र
He
से
has
भी
his 50,000, and he also stole 50,000.
और लोगों के कभी फूड पॉइजन हो गया।
So he got food poisoning and he died.
फूड पॉइजन। और अपने घर में लौट करके आकर के अपने मित्र के परिवार के साथ बहुत जो है सिंपैथी दिखाया।
And he went to the friend's family. He showed a lot of sympathy,
10,000 रुपया
fake sympathy, and he gave him 10,000 rupees to the family of the dead friend
आदि करी तो मृत्यु की क्या बोलते हैं इसको?
just to perform
अंत्येष्टि क्रिया आदि
like death rituals, funeral.
दिखाया
He
गया।
gave him
और
money, and he was
मेरे
like,
पिताजी के मित्र कितने
oh my friend.
उदार हैं।
So the family was thinking, oh my father's friend is so nice, he's giving us 10,000, but they don't know the truth. So that person,
50,000 मित्र से कितने पैसे लिया?
so he
नहीं 50,000 रुपया तो दे।
he gave 10,000, so he took 40,000 now.
कितना रहा?
So how much money is left? 40,000.
90,000।
So now he has 90,000.
बिजनेस करना शुरू कर
So he started to run a business with that money,
बिजनेस शुरू कर। और देखो बिजनेस जहाँ पर शुरू कर दिया बात,
and when he started business,
जहाँ पर पैसा रखते हैं,
wherever he invested the money, he earned money twice, thrice, slowly and slowly. He became so rich. Within a few years,
वो करोड़पति बन गया।
he became a very, very rich person.
लोग आश्चर्य होने लगे, इसके पास
So people were surprised, like, where did he find so much money from?
किसी को कोई पता नहीं।
Nobody knew.
लोग आश्चर्य हो गए। ऐसे करते करते
Like
20
this,
साल
20 years passed by, and
देखो और उनके बेटा भी 20 साल हो गए।
his son was also 20 years old.
ताई हो गया।
and his son's wedding was fixed, everything was done, and he was just about to get married. And before the marriage, there's ring ceremony in India, so that was also done. So on the garland exchange was pending on the day of wedding, that his child, he started to feel so much stomach ache, and they showed him to doctor. Doctor said, I don't know what's happening. He took him to Dubai. This is a true story. And then the doctor tried to treat him, but and he invested all the money from he's collected all the money from his business and investments, and he just put all his money in his child's treatment. And doctor, at the end, they said, we don't know anything. He is about to die. You can take him back to his country. You can take him back to India. You can do whatever you want in your own country. So nothing, we cannot save him. He's just taking his last breaths. So his father, he was so upset. He was in the hotel of Dubai. So he put his son in the hotel, in the hospital. So he was thinking, what karma did I do? What did I do that because of the result of that is that my son is about to die, and all my money and all my business, they've shut down, and all my money is gone. He's not remembering it, that he killed his friend, betrayed his friend. And so at midnight, he was thinking, what did I do? So his son, he got up and he said, hey father, what are you thinking about? He said, hey son, are you okay? He said, I'm going. So father said, are you okay now? He said, yes. What are you thinking about? Tell me. So the son said, remember 20 years ago, you took 50,000 rupees for a friend, and you gave him poison, you killed him, and you gave 10,000 to his family, and you kept 40,000 to you, and you ran your business with that. And then he was like, yeah, I remember. And he said, I am that friend who you killed. What did he say? I was that friend who you betrayed and killed. I was your friend in my last life. Today, that 40,000, and with the interest, it's 1 crore is equals to 1 crore rupees. So you spent all the money equal, and all the debt is gone now, so I'm leaving this body now. So he slept, and then he gave up his body. So you believe it or not, even if you take 1 rupee for someone, you have to pay the debt. You will have to take a birth as a dog. And that dog, what will the dog need to do? He will have to serve. This is on scriptures, you believe it or not. Don't be offended. So anyhow, this debt will come on to you in any life. In some life, sometime it will come. Even you are atheist or you believe in God, it's not the subject. But this is what's said in scriptures. We all are coming in this material world. We are being born as someone's child. We are getting someone's mother, someone's father. But this is the relation. Only the body is changing. We forget what we have done in our past lives. This is the only reason. Just understand this. We have forgotten our past lives. In Bhagavat, this is written.
बार बार हम क्यों आते हैं संसार में?
Why do we come to in this material world over and over again? What is the meaning? There's only one
हम लोगों
reason.
ने क्या किया उसी कर्म के अनुसार
So
बार
we are
बार
just going in the cycle of karma.
आना ही पड़ेगा
You will have to come,
और किसी न किसी उसको
and
चुकाना ही
and you
पड़ेगा।
will have to pay all your debts,
आप कुछ भी बोलिए
no matter what you say.
तो इसी कथा को स्वयं नारद ऋषि
This Katha, Narad Rishi, he explained this to Chitraketu, King
और वो बालक भी
Chitraketu.
स्वयं कहने लगे
And the child, he also said,
तो कौन किसके पिता है?
who is whose father, who is whose mother?
संसार अयम अतीव विचित्र भक्त तुम बात कथित आया था तदियम तब तक चिंतित भाव कौन किसके पिता है कौन किसकी पत्नी है
Who's whose wife, who is whose mother, who's whose father? They all are just debtors of each other. They owe something to each other.
बुरा मत मानिए
Don't be offended, I'm speaking the
किंतु
truth.
इसी सब से
This is the truth. But we get into the trap of Maya. We don't understand.
भागवत यही बताते जा रहे हैं आप सुनिए चित्रकेतु महाराज
This Chitraketu, King Chitraketu, this is explained.
और नारद ऋषि उनकी समझाया
Narada Rishi said,
मोहि बंधनम कारणम और कुछ कारण नहीं है
there's no other reason.
मोह के द्वारा हम पड़े हुए
We all are trapped in the trap of attachments and Maya.
और
And
माया बार बार हमें
over and over again, Maya is beating us.
श्रीमद् भागवत में जितने भी कथा बोलते हैं
All the Katha that's in Srimad Bhagavatam.
बात कहते कि हमें ये समझा रहे हैं भाई ये छोड़ो
So they're discussing about knowledge and renunciation because they want to teach us to give up these things, and we should do the bhakti. Be satisfied with whatever you get, depending on the Lord's desire. Consider everything is the Lord's desire and accept everything.
यही तो दिखा दी जा रही श्रीमद् भागवत
This is explained in scriptures. Narad Rishi,
चित्रकेतु महाराज की जो है
to Chitraketu Maharaj, he said the story of knowledge and renunciation. So please listen to the Katha of King Chitraketu properly and implement it in your life. Let's see this King Chitraketu. So Chitraketu Maharaj, he started to think, this is the truth. What's the use of this life? What did I bring and what will I take? I came with closed hands and I will go with open hands. Like we were born when our hands were closed. What did we bring? Did you bring anything? What do you think? Did you bring anything to this material world? No. So these lines that you see on your hand, I'm not an astrologer, these are lines of karma. You can go where they see the palmistry, they can tell you this line tells this line tells about marriage, this line tells about this and that. The palmist can tell you. They can tell you in what age you will get married and stuff like that. They will tell you where will you get married. They can tell you everything. This is true. So everything depends on your karmas. So when your karma ends, at the same time you will give up this body. It not even a second, it will not wait for a second. The soul will leave this body and it will take birth in another body, enter another body. Like there's an insect that sucks blood. It crawls and it sucks blood. Like a leech. It's like a leech. It crawls and they suck blood. So that's an insect that sucks blood from your body and it crawls on your body. So that's how they walk. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the example that's been given here. And soul is also like that. When the karmas end of this body, they just enter another body. The soul enters another body.
फिर उस
they
शरीर
go into another mother
शरीर
womb,
माता
or
से
some
निकलने
another
के
mother
बाद
womb, and
फिर
then
शरीर छोड़ के दूसरे
it gives up the body, and then it takes birth again.
ये कोई जरूरी नहीं है
It's not
कि आप 100 साल
necessary
के बाद शरीर
that,
छोड़
that after 100 years you will
पाँच
get
साल,
this
10
body.
साल, सबकी टिकट लगा हुआ है सब
All the tickets are already booked.
सब हम लोग टिकट काट करके आए हैं भाई
All our tickets are booked already. You may die after
सबके
5
पास
years. You may
क्या
die
है?
tomorrow.
टिकट है
You all have return ticket.
रिजर्वेशन सबके पास है
Every one tickets is reserved.
किंतु पता ही नहीं है कौन सा सीट नंबर
We don't know when, what's the time, and what's the day.
है
It's
आप
there.
देखो हमारी बात समझने के लिए प्रयास करें
Try and understand what I'm saying in Srimad Bhagavatam. This is what it's explaining. Jivatma, the soul.
इस शरीर के छोड़ करके दूसरे शरीर
So it moves from one body to another.
कर्मफल समाप्त
So when the karma ends,
टाटा भाई
it's a tata bye bye, and then it's like you go.
बैठी बैठी चले जाते हैं
You can just die while you're sitting right
कहीं
here.
हमें देख कथा सुन ले बस जुड़ गए
So I have seen at few places they're listening to Harikatha and then they just fall down and die.
आश्चर्य की बात है
This is so surprising.
परिक्रमा चल रही है
So it was in Brajamandal Parikrama 2 years ago.
कथा सुन ली
One person was listening to Harikatha near Mansarovar.
मान सर सभी हजार लोग सब बैठे हुए
There were thousands of people and he was also sitting,
और अकस्मात बस
and suddenly
ऐसे ही
he just fell down and 2 seconds he died.
ना डॉक्टर के पास देखकर ले जाने कुछ
There was no even time to show to a doctor or anything. He just died right there.
सबके पास टिकट है
See, everyone's ticket is
इसी
reserved.
प्रकार आत्मा उसी प्रकार एक शरीर से दूसरे शरीर
So the soul, it moves from one body to another.
हमारे शरीर बढ़ते रहते हैं
Our body, it
इस
keeps
शरीर के
growing.
घमंड करके
So we should not be egoistic about our
एक दिन
body.
एक दिन
Egoistic. Body.
जाना
egoistic on our
उसको
body.
पड़े अकेला
Egoistic.
भजले
on our body.
हरि काम
Like, it keeps growing.
जाए तो है
So we have to
किंतु
go.
जाने के
We should
पहले
chant
एक
the
ही
names
काम
of the
करना है।
God. Just do one thing.
प्रभु के नाम का
Chant holy names.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे धन धन दौलत और
So money,
माल खजाना
property, your wealth,
ये पड़े रहे।
everything will stay here.
एक कान में कुछ नहीं लगेगा।
You will not take even 1 rupee with you. No matter what you can do whatever you want.
इसी कथा
You cannot take 1 rupee with you.
उन्होंने क्या कि
So Chitraketu king, he understood this and he realized this by his heart and he gave up everything. And he took Diksha mantra from Sankarshan, who was the incarnation of Baldev Prabhu. And he started to bhajan and he became Uttam Mahabhagavat. So he was a very big king who used to enjoy his senses, and after taking Diksha, he became Uttam Mahabhagavat. So one day, he was wandering and he entered Kailash. Lord Shiva, he was with Parvati. He was doing Kirtan of Bhagavat Katha. So Shivji, Lord Shiva, he is the topmost Vaishnav.
जितने भी वैष्णव है
For all the Vaishnavas, among them, who is the best and who is at the top levels? Lord Shiva.
महाराज की वैष्णवानंद यथा सिंधु अपने पत्नी
So
देवी
his wife, Devi Parvati, he was sitting with her and he was expressing the Bhagavad Gita. They were sitting on one asan. So Shivji, he also took Diksha mantra from Sankarshan. So they both were Guru brothers.
शिव जी दोनों क्या हो गए गुरु भ्राता हो गए
So they both were Guru brothers.
इसे चित्रकेतु महाराज देखो
And
उसी
King
सभा में
Chitraketu,
जाकर
he was going to meet him and he started to make jokes about Lord Shiva. He said, "Hey Mahadev,
आप अपनी पत्नी को गोद में बैठा करें
why is your wife sitting in your lap and you're speaking Harikatha? This is not good," he said. And Devi Parvati, she got so offended.
आप नहीं जानते हो
He said, "You don't know
मेरे पतिदेव
that my husband, he is Uttam Uttam Mahabhagavat.
वैष्णव के देश देखना नहीं चाहिए
We should not see the faults of any Vaishnava." So Devi Parvati got offended and he gave a curse to King Chitraketu. He said, "Go, you take birth as an asur, as a demon." So, Lord Shiva, he got so angry. He said, "Oh, what have you done? He was my guru brother. We were just making jokes, and you just give him a curse." He said, King Chitraketu, he's Uttam Bhagavat. He accepted the curse of Devi Parvati. And Lord Shiva was so upset. At the same day, Lord Shiva, he left Devi Parvati. He left her. So then there's Katha of Sati and Parvati. So this is the thing that's being expressed here. So that King Chitraketu took birth as Vritrasura. So he had a lot of samskaras of his past life. So that's why he's glorifying the god. So Sukdev Goswami Pad said, so Vritrasura's glorifications are very nice. So in Bhagavat Katha, you should listen to two kathas. Importantly, one is the story of Vritrasura and King Chitraketu, and second one is the story of Ambarish Maharaj. Let's do a short kirtan, and then we will listen to Katha of Ambarish Maharaj. Very beautiful performance we just witnessed. Madhuram. Thank you. Now let's proceed further in Hari Katha. So in 9th canto, Sukdev Goswami Pad to Parikshit Maharaj, he explained the Hari Katha of Ambarish Maharaj. So Unus and Nabha. And the Nabha's son was Ambarish Maharaj. He was a big devotee of the Lord, and Ambarish Maharaj so Ambarish Maharaj used to live. His character was so beautiful. He could even stop the curse of Brahma. Brahman cursed, gave him a curse, but it did not affect him. The curse did not touch him. Brahman. Any Brahman. So he was a grasta, he was living in a household, and still he was doing very hard spiritual practice, proper spiritual practice. So every day he used to serve Thakurji, and especially he used to follow the fast of Ekadashi. Our acharyas in scriptures, they are writing, you keep any fast or not, but Ekadashi, fast of Ekadashi, you should follow it. Who follows Ekadashi? Lift your hands up. Who don't? Put your hands up. So you don't follow the fast of Ekadashi. Are you feeling shame? So, you do any fast or not, but always do the fast of Ekadashi. On the day of Ekadashi, all type of sins, all the seeds that are like very deep sins, they exist in these type of seeds. Even if you're atheist or non-atheist, it doesn't matter. Grains, seeds, grains. Yeah. The scriptures are saying, follow the fast of Ekadashi.
समस्त पाप के जो बीज
all the roots of sins, it exists in 5 type of grains.
जो एकादशी के दिन
On the day of Ekadashi, those who take rice, dal,
गेहूं,
wheat,
चना,
chana, chickpeas,
बजरा,
bajra,
ये सब भोजन करते हैं।
those who take these 5
पाप
grains,
भोजन करते हैं।
they are
और
like
उस
eating
पाप को
sins.
भोगने के लिए
So
इस संसार में बार-बार
you to take the fruit of that sin, you will have to come back to this world again and again.
एक एकादशी व्रत करने से
So if you follow one Ekadashi fast, then all your sins get destroyed.
एकादशी के दिन
So on the day of Ekadashi,
अन्न भोजन
you
करना
should not take any grain on the day of Ekadashi.
एक दिन भोजन नहीं करे
If you don't
तो आप शरीर नहीं छोड़ दो
eat one day, you will not die.
और कहते थे एकादशी के कोई
So
भी
on
शरीर छोड़े वो कहाँ जाते
Ekadashi,
हैं?
if someone dies, where do they go?
भगवत धाम में चले
They go to Bhagavat Dham straight away.
शास्त्र में ऐसी
In scriptures it is written.
एकादशी यदि अवश्य ही पालन करें
So I request everyone to follow Ekadashi. So mother of mother, mother of father, mother of a cow,
जितने प्रकार के
all types
महापाप
of big and big sins, all types of bigger and biggest sins. You can get rid of all the sins on the day of Ekadashi if you follow Ekadashi.
एकादशी महिमा इतने दिखाई
This is the glories of Ekadashi. Follow
देखो बहुत लोग
during the
अनेक
fast of
दिन
Ekadashi.
उपवास करते हैं
A lot of people do different types of fast. They don't eat.
देवी दुर्गा की पूजा
So in Navratris, there are 9 days where Devi Durga is worshipped in India. It is very strict throughout India. So people don't eat for 8 to 9 days.
लौंग नहीं करके रहा
Some people just live on a clove. They eat a clove and they survive on it.
और कुछ भी किंतु हमारी एकादशी व्रत के लिए कोई भी बात नहीं आप भोजन भी करें क्या भोजन करें और
So
आहार
on Ekadashi, what can you eat? You can take fruits.
फल ले लीजिए
You can take a fruit.
अमृत है
You can eat guava.
और एप्पल है आलू
You can eat potato.
है
You can
अनेक
eat
प्रकार
fruits.
की
Apple, bananas. You can take lots of type of
यहाँ तक
fruits.
भी देखो कोटू के आटा भी ले
You can also take buckwheat flour.
उससे भी आप बना के
You can also cook using that.
किंतु एकादशी के दिन
But on the day of Ekadashi,
ये 5 प्रकार के जो अनाज शस्त्र हैं,
do not take these 5 grains.
जिसका शरीर ठीक है बलवान है
Someone who is healthy, whose body is fine, they can try and do Nirjala Vrat. Like, do not even take a drop of water that day.
और एकादशी के भगवत नाम कीर्तन
And
हरे कृष्ण
chant holy names.
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे भगवत नाम कीर्तन करें
Chant holy names, that's all.
अम्बरीश महाराज
Ambrish Maharaj,
उसी प्रकार
Like
यह
that.
मथुरा में
in Mathura, he used to live in Mathura, and
द्वादशी जब एकादशी व्रत को उन्होंने
he followed the fast of Ekadashi. I'll tell you one more thing.
दशमी विद्या एकादशी करना नहीं चाहिए
So on the 10th
यदि
Ekadashi
एकादशी
year, you should not do that. If it's falling on
अर्थात
the
दशमी और एकादशी
so Tashmi, the 10th day and Ekadashi, they are falling together.
उसी का जो दशमी विद्या एकादशी उसको छोड़ देना
We
चाहिए
should not do that Ekadashi.
और यदि एकादशी द्वादशी से युक्त हो
And Ekadashi and Dwadashi,
उस एकादशी के पालन करना
we
चाहिए
should follow that. So like Ekadashi and Dwadashi, do it at the same time.
एकादशी की महत्व जो बहुत सुंदर दिखाई
This is the
देता है।
glories of
भागवत में
Ekadashi. Bhagavat,
यही बताते जा रहे हैं
this is
और
explained.
एकादशी के दूसरे दिन
And on the second day of Ekadashi, we do Paran.
व्रत रखने के बाद
We break our fast.
व्रत को ब्रेक करना पड़ता है उस पारण में भी समय भी रहता है
And
सूर्य उदय
there's
से लेकर
time.
के इतने समय
Like you check the sunrise time, and depending on
ये
that,
श्रीमद्
you
भागवत
do
में
Paran.
अम्बरीश और दुर्वासा
So
ऋषि
the
तथा
Ambrish and Durvasa
सुखदेव
Rishi's
बताया।
story is
वास्तव रूप
told
में देखा यही पारण
by
के
Sukdev
समय
Goswami. This is dependent on the Paran time.
अर्थात एकादशी के दूसरे दिन
Like on the second day of Ekadashi, on Dwadashi,
त्रयोदशी के दिन जब हम पारण करते हैं
When we do paran, how to break the
उस समय
fast.
निर्धारित समय रहता है
The time is crucial to follow. It is important.
उस समय के अनुसार
And depending on the time, you have to do it.
ठीक उसी प्रकार देखो अम्बरीश महाराज
So exactly like that, Ambarish Maharaj,
द्वादशी यह बात व्रत को पालन किया
so
द्वादशी व्रत
he took the fast and
और दूसरी उस दिन पूरा निर्जला रहे कुछ भोजन
he
नहीं
stayed
किया।
nirjala. He did not even eat anything. He did not even take
और
a drop of
भगवत
water.
अर्चन,
And he
भगवान के
did
चिंतन।
Bhagavat Archan and he started to pray to Lord.
देखो अम्बरीश महाराज
So Ambarish Maharaj,
ससागर पृथ्वी के राजा थे
he was the king of earth.
किंतु राजा होते हुए
But
पर ही
still,
स्वयं अपने इंद्रिय आदि के द्वारा
with his senses, all his senses and all his efforts, he used to serve the Lord.
अम्बरीश महाराज
So Ambarish Maharaj,
सदा सदा संत महात्मा की सेवा करते थे
he always served the pure devotees of the Lord.
मन के द्वारा
With
भगवान
his
के
heart,
चरणों
with
को
his heart and mind, he used to remember about the lotus feet of the Lord.
और अपने हाथों के करो बड़ी मंदिर मार्जन आदि से अम्बरीश महाराज स्वयं
And Ambarish Maharaj,
झाड़ू लेकर
with his hands, he used to use a broomstick and he used to clean the temple. He was king, he had loads of servants, but he did it himself.
ठाकुर जी की सेवा करते थे
He did Thakurji seva
और
of
बड़ी
himself.
मंदिरों मार्जन आदि से कानों के द्वारा
So with his ears,
अम्बरीश महाराज
Ambarish Maharaj
भगवत कथा को श्रवण करते
he
थे
used to listen to Bhagavat Katha.
आंखों के द्वारा
With his eyes,
भगवान के ऐसे सुंदर विग्रह के
he used to take darshan of the beautiful deities of Radha and Krishna.
कानों के द्वारा श्रवण करते थे अपने चरण पैर के द्वारा
With his legs,
भगवत धाम परिक्रमा
he
करते
used to do parikrama of Bhagavad Dham, Tulsi parikrama.
देखो घर में कुछ रहे अथवा
See,
नहीं रहे
if you keep anything in your house, I don't mind, but I request everyone to keep Tulsi in your house. When you will die,
भगवत चरणामृत अथवा तुलसी रख दिया वो जब लोग
just
कभी
put
नहीं
the Tulsi on the dead body, that person will
कि
not
कुछ
go
करना नहीं
to
है
hell.
कोई व्यक्ति
You don't have to do
मरने
anything.
वाला है
For example, if someone is about to die,
उनके मुंह में
just put a piece of Tulsi on their mouth and
अथवा भगवान की चरणामृत जो है,
they
एक बूंद दे दी
just give them a drop of Sharnamrit. After death,
भगवत धाम में चले
they will go to Bhagavad Dham, they will not go to hell.
ऐसे शास्त्र में वर्णन है, तुलसी की
In
महिमा
Shastras it is explained.
अम्बरीश महाराज
So Ambarish Maharaj,
तुलसी पूजन आदि करते थे
he used to worship Tulsi ji and he used to do parikrama.
इसी प्रकार अम्बरीश
So exactly like that, Ambarish Maharaj, with all his senses, he used to serve Thakurji.
गृहस्थ होते हैं
Even he was a householding
कैसे भगवान के भजन
and
लोग
he
कहते
still
हैं
used to follow
त्यागी लोग
all.
भजन करते हैं
So they
गृहस्थ
say,
लोग भजन करते हैं
people say that people have given up their families, they do spiritual
देखो
practice.
अम्बरीश महाराज
It's not truth.
गृहस्थ थे कि
So
नहीं
Ambarish Maharaj, he was lived in a household family. All the eternal associates of Mahaprabhu,
रवि गृहस्थ थे।
they all were grihastha. They were living in family, and in their family they did spiritual
श्रीवास
practice.
ठाकुर
Srivas Thakur,
हैं? गृहस्थ थे।
he was grihast.
किंतु क्या करते भगवान के
What did he
भजन?
do? He did bhajan of the
देखो भगवान
God.
हमें शरीर किस
Worship.
लिए
Why has the Lord given us this body?
भगवान भजन
He's given us this body to do bhajan. There's no other reason.
लब्धा सुदुर्लभं बहुसं भवान्ति मनुष्यं अर्धं अनित्यं अपियोदिल पूर्णं तत्र न पतेत निमित्तं जावत् निश्चय विश्वखोलो सर्वत्र स्वाहा सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद का
Sukdev Goswami Pada
ये
said,
मनुष्य शरीर जो अतीव दुर्लभ है
look at this human body is very rare. After 8400,000 be coming 8400,000 bodies, we go through them and then we get the birth as a human. Why do we have gotten this human body?
शास्त्र में कोई
To
डराए
do
नहीं,
bhajan.
शास्त्र में सच बोलते
They are not scaring anyone, but they are speaking
भगवान
the
हाथ
truth.
किसने दिया
Why has the Lord
ऐसे
given
सुंदर विग्रह दर्शन
eyes to take the darshan?
कान किसने दिया
Why do we have got these ears
किसने कान दिया भगवत कथा
to listen to Hari Katha?
हैं? आप लोग आए किस लिए आए?
You all are here. Why have you come?
हैं? हरि कथा
To listen to Hari Katha Amrita.
बोले ये काम सार्थक है।
So this is the use of ears, the right
कोई
use of
आंख
ears.
मुझे ठीक सार्थक है।
That eye is successful who has taken darshan of Vigraha of Shri Radha and Shri Krishna.
महाराज देखो
So Ambrish Maharaj,
एकादशी व्रत पालन करते थे।
he followed the fast of Ekadashi, and
कितने हमारी इंद्रियां हैं?
how many senses do we have?
एकादश इंद्रिय का
We have
कितने?
11
एकादश
type of
माने 14 की 12
11 type of senses,
11 इंद्रियां हैं।
Indriya.
पंच कर्मेंद्रिय और पंच
So 5 senses of karmas and 5 senses of knowledge. 6 senses of knowledge, so 11.
और पंच 5
No,
ज्ञानेंद्रिय और मन
5 knowledge and then there's
एकादश
mind.
इंद्रिय का है।
So there's 11 things.
देखो अम्बरीश महाराज
So Ambrish Maharaj,
निर्जला व्रत रखा। क्या
he
व्रत
did
रखा?
Nirjala fast, he didn't even take a drop of water
और
in
दूसरे दिन
Ekadashi.
के पारण
And next
करना
day he had to do
था। और
Paran,
पारण करने के समय अतीव अल्प
and it's very important to follow the time of Paran. It was just 2 to 4 minutes left
और ठीक उसी
in the
समय
morning, and at that time
पुलिस के पास एक महाभागवत
Mahabhagavat,
महाक्रोधी
he was a very short-tempered Rishi.
दुर्वासा ऋषि
Durvasa Rishi came to him.
और दुर्वासा ऋषि
And Durvasa Rishi came and said,
अम्बरीश
"Hey Ambrish,
मैं आपके घर में भोजन करूं।
I want to eat at your house
फिर
today,
मैं स्नान करके आऊं।
but I'm going to take a
देखो
bath."
दुर्वासा ऋषि ऐसे कहा करके
So Durvasa Rishi said this and he went to take a bath.
और दुर्वासा
And
ऋषि
Durvasa Rishi,
जमुना में स्नान कर
he went to take a bath in
अरे
Yamuna river.
अम्बरीश महाराज देखा समय
Ambrish
अतिवाहित
Maharaj
होते
saw
जा
this
रहे हैं।
and he was seeing the time was running out for doing Paran. What to do now? In scriptures it is explained, Atiti Devo Bhava. Like, treat your guests like devtas. Like all the guests that come to your house are like devtas. This is the
देवो भवो।
Matri Devo
पहले
Bhava.
गुरु मेरा कौन है?
Who is our first guru? Our mother,
अंगुली
who grabbed our finger and she taught us how to walk.
इसमें शास्त्र में कहा है।
So in scriptures it is explained,
दूसरी गुरु
Matri Devo Bhava. Who is second guru?
देवो भवो।
Our father.
दूसरी गुरु कौन है?
Who is
पिताजी।
our father is our second guru.
तीसरी गुरु
And
कौन
third
है?
guru,
आचार्य देवो भवो।
acharyas.
जो आचार्य गुरु।
The Acharya Gurus who are giving us knowledge, who are preaching us.
और इसके बाद
And after that,
अतिथि देवो भवो।
Atiti Devo Bhava. The guests,
हैं?
they are,
गेस्ट वो भी हमको भगवत स्वरूप मानना चाहिए।
we also think that they are like devtas.
अभी दुर्वासा ऋषि ब्राह्मण भी है,
So Durvasa Rishi, he was a
ऋषि
Brahman,
भी है,
he was also Rishi,
साधु भी है।
he was also a sadhu.
और ऐसे साधु के नहीं सेवा करके कैसे मैं पालन करूँ?
And if I don't serve a sadhu like this, how can I do
तो
Paran?
उस समय अम्बरीश महाराज
Ambrish Maharaj used to think like this. So Ambrish Maharaj
मैं तो
thought,
निर्जला व्रत रखा
he
था।
said, I did Nirjala fast yesterday, I had to do Paran today.
इसलिए उन्होंने किया कि समय अतिवाहित होते जा रहे हैं।
So the time was running out.
2-4 मिनट रह गया।
Only 2 to 4
दुर्वासा
minutes
ऋषि
were
ने
left.
किया कि देखो,
So Durvasa
अपने
Rishi,
ठाकुर जी की सेवा किया, विष्णु अर्चन किया।
he did Vishnu Archan, served his Thakurji,
शालग्राम विष्णु, शालग्राम विष्णु अर्चन किया।
Shaligram Vishnu, and after doing that,
ठाकुर जी के चरणामृत उन्होंने
he drank Charnamrit of Thakurji. Ambrish Maharaj did this, and he did Paran, so the fast
अब
break.
देखो दुर्वासा ऋषि ध्यान से जान गए।
And Durvasa Rishi, with his consciousness, he came to know about
अम्बरीश
this.
मुझे
He
सेवा नहीं करके
that Ambrish Maharaj is not serving me, and he broke his fast.
और दुर्वासा ऋषि बस
So Durvasa Rishi, he was short-tempered. Being short-tempered, he was so angry.
अम्बरीश महाराज के पास आकर
He
गाली
came
दी।
to Ambrish Maharaj and he started to
देखो,
use bad
अम्बरीश
language.
महाराज कैसे एक शब्द तक नहीं
So Ambrish Maharaj tolerated everything. He didn't say a word in
वो
response.
बोलते जाए और
He's
अम्बरीश महाराज
saying and saying, and Ambrish Maharaj is not responding him. He's not saying a word. Mahaprabhu is teaching us
तरुरिव विष्णुना मानिनम आनदेन कीर्तनीयं सदा हरि। अम्बरीश महाराज इसी प्रकार
So Ambrish Maharaj, like this, being very humble, he didn't
देखो
say
दुर्वासा
anything.
ऋषि क्रोध
Durvasa Rishi's anger is very famous.
लहरी के बंदी और
It's
भी
like
बढ़ने लगी।
so it started to increase because he was getting no response.
गाली गलौज
So
करते
Durvasa Rishi, he used abusive language
और
and
एक असुर के प्रकट कर दी
he called, summoned the demon, and
और उनके इंगित जाओ दुर्वासा के
he
एक
said,
अम्बरीश के
"Go and
मार दो।
kill Ambrish Maharaj." He ordered the demon,
और विशाल शरीर
and a huge demon came up.
हा 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 करते हुए
He was saying, "Ha ha ha!" And Durvasa Rishi,
अम्बरीश महाराज
he was about to attack Ambrish Maharaj. The demon started to run Ambrish Maharaj. Ambrish Maharaj didn't move. He was sitting, and he was just.
हमारे कोई विपद आपत्ति आए
So if a trouble comes, if a problem comes in our life, what do?
भगवान मिले
We said, "Oh Lord, please protect us."
द्रौपदी ने पुकारा कि नहीं पुकारा
Draupadi called to Krishna or not.
दुशासन चीर
So Dushasan was pulling her sari
चीर हरण कर
to remove her clothes. He was trying to remove her clothes.
दुशासन
Dushasan, he was pulling her sari. Draupadi,
पुकारा कि नहीं पुकारा
she called Krishna.
देखो अम्बरीश महाराज
So Ambrish Maharaj,
एक बार भी भगवान ने कुछ नहीं बोले
he
भगवान
didn't
बोले,
even say to Lord to protect him.
शांत स्थिर चित्त
He was
होकर
just
के,
peaceful. He was sitting there with his humbleness. And
और जो कृतवाचक जब दुर्वासा को एक
And
अम्बरीश
when
को बोले,
the
देखो,
demon was running
एक
towards
उसी
Ambrish
समय
Maharaj, exactly at that time,
वैकुंठ से
from Vaikunt,
सुदर्शन चक्र
Sudarshan Chakra,
क्या है
the Sudarshan Chakra, it's the best weapon in Hindu and culture,
कृतवा के जब उसको मार
and it killed the demon. Sudarshan Chakra, after killing the demon, it started to run towards Durvasa Rishi.
दुर्वासा ने देखा
So Durvasa Rishi saw the Sudarshan Chakra,
सुदर्शन चक्र देखते ही
he
भय
saw
में
that weapon, and he got so scared and he started to run.
और सुदर्शन चक्र भी
So Sudarshan Chakra
नीचे चले।
started to follow Durvasa Rishi.
दुर्वासा ऋषि जाके
And Durvasa
ब्रह्मा जी
Rishi,
को बोले,
he
मुझे
went to Brahma ji.
रक्षा कीजिए। ब्रह्मा जी बोले
And
देखो
Brahma ji said, "Look,
मैं तुमको रक्षा नहीं
I cannot protect you
क्योंकि तूने
because
वैष्णव के चरणों में अपराध
you have
किया।
offended a Vaishnava, you have done offended into the lotus feet of Vaishnava."
जैसे शुद्ध वैष्णव
So Ambrish Maharaj is a pure devotee of the Lord, and you have done aparad in his lotus feet. I cannot protect, no one can protect them.
जाओ
He said, go to Lord Shiva.
देखो दुर्वासा ऋषि
So Durvasa Rishi,
कैलाश में पहुंचे शिव जी के पास
he went to Kailash.
शिव जी बोले
Lord Shiva said,
दुर्वासा
"Durvasa,
तुमने अपराध
you have done a very big sin. You have aparad in the lotus feet of Vaishnava. I cannot protect you.
एक काम करो
Do one thing,
वैकुंठ में जाओ
go to Vaikunt.
तुम्हारे पीछे सुदर्शन चक्र जो है ये
The
किसका
Sudarshan
चक्र है?
Chakra is of whose?
विष्णु के
This
पास।
is the weapon of Lord
देखो
Vishnu."
दुर्वासा ऋषि
So Durvasa Rishi,
दौड़ते दौड़ते भगवान
running, he reached to Lord Vishnu.
भगवान विष्णु बोले
Lord Vishnu said,
दुर्वासा मैं
he said,
तुमको
"Durvasa, I cannot protect you.
साधु जो है वो
Sadhu
मेरा हृदय से बना है।
is my manifestation of my heart, the manifest from my heart.
साधु हृदय मध्यम साधुनां हृदयं तम मदन्ते न जानन्ति तावन्ते वो मनातो। साधु मेरे हृदय स्वरूप है
Sadhus, they manifest from my heart.
मैं कुछ नहीं जानता
I didn't know.
मैं तुमकी रक्षा नहीं कर सकता
I cannot
ये
protect
काम
you,
पर जाओ
but you can
तुम
go.
जिसके चरण में अपराध किया
You should apologize to who you have offended, who has committed offense in the lotus feet of. So Durvasa Rishi,
वैकुंठ से पुनः
from Vaikunt,
अम्बरीश महाराज के
he
पास।
went to Ambrish
और
Maharaj,
देखो, उस समय तब अम्बरीश
and
महाराज
Ambrish Maharaj
दीनहीन होकर खड़े।
was very humble. He was just standing. He was thinking.
दुर्वासा ऋषि आते हैं
Durvasa Rishi came to my house and I didn't offer him proper respect.
दीन उस समय तक अपेक्षा करने लगे
He started to think that when
दुर्वासा ऋषि आते
will Durvasa Rishi come
और
back?
दुर्वासा ऋषि
So Durvasa Rishi started to run and came to Ambrish Maharaj.
तब तक सुदर्शन चक्र दुर्वासा
Till then,
ऋषि
Sudarshan Chakra was following Durvasa Rishi. Like it was just touching
काटने
him.
वाला
It was about to
अरे
slaughter
एक
him.
समय चाहे तो एक समय काट देती
So it could kill in 1 second.
शिशुपाल
But
के काटने में कितने समय
so
लगा
how much time it took to kill Shishupal with Sudarshan Chakra? Did you see?
सुदर्शन चक्र
Sudarshan Chakra is very fast.
शिशुपाल कृष्ण के गाली देना शुरू कर
So
दिया।
Shishupal
गाली
started
क्या
to
होगी?
use
गाली
100
देना,
abusive language, 100 bad words.
सुदर्शन चक्र
And then Sudarshan Chakra
आगे
came
के शिशुपाल के
and it slaughtered the throat of
और दुर्वासा को काटने में कितने समय
Shishupal.
लगा?
But see, just to teach people, if someone is doing aparadh in the feet of Vaishnav, then Lord does not forgive them.
दुर्वासा ऋषि क्या करता देखो दुर्वासा ऋषि जब आने लगे
Durvasa Rishi came,
अम्बरीश महाराज दूर से
Ambrish Maharaj looking for far away, and
अम्बरीश महाराज देख करके स्तुतियां भी करने लगे
he started to glorify.
संग दुर्वासा के सम्मान करने
He started to offer respects to Durvasa Rishi, and he thought, I'm aparadhi.
अपराधी नहीं
Ambrish Maharaj is not aparadhi, but still being very humble, he's thinking that he has done something bad. He has offended Durvasa Rishi. The Vaishnavas, this is the symptom of being a Vaishnav. They are so humble.
Ambrish Maharaj,
Ambrish Maharaj, Uttam Mahabhagavat.
Being
Being a grasta, he living in a household family, he is still Uttam Mahabhagavat. People think being a sannyasi is the best. No, this is not true. Those who do bhajan, that is the topmost thing. Even if they live in a household family, or even if they live in temple or take saffron clothes, you don't achieve Lord with saffron clothes. What is the way to attain Lord? You have to do spiritual practice, bhajan. Those who do bhajan, they are considered the topmost. But you have to follow Varnashram Dharma. We respect Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And second is Sannyasi, Vanprasthi, Brahmachari, Grihastha. God says nothing is decided by their family. Depending on their qualities and their karmas, then their varna is decided. Depending on the qualities and karma, you know which caste, which varnashram the person belongs to. Those who are doing bhajan, they are best. Those who don't do bhajan, they have no progress. It doesn't matter if they are sannyasi or even if they are household, living in their household. If they are not doing bhajan, then it's not good. Those who are doing bhajan, they are the best. So Ambrish Maharaj, being a grihast, he's being very humble, and he saw Durvasa Rishi coming, and he's thinking, oh, pure devotee of the Lord Durvasa Rishi came to my house and I didn't offer him proper respect. And Durvasa Rishi at that time, he said,
Aho ananta dasanam mahtam drishtam adgame pitagasu opi jat rajan mangalanati sami Durvasa
Rishi said, those are the servants of the God. Those are servants of the God. They are very, very humble. Durvasa Rishi is saying, I did the aparadh in the feet of Ambrish Maharaj. And Ambrish Maharaj still, he's being very humble, and he thinks that he has offended me. The servants of the Lord, they are humble like this. The more and more humble they are, the more and more mercy they receive of the God. So like the fruit comes on tree, all the branches of the tree, they start to bow down towards the ground. Exactly like that. So this is those who have good qualities. The more and more good qualities they have, the more and more humble they are.
सभी के जो है वो सम्मान
the more and more respect they give to everyone, the more
जो दूसरे
forgiving
के
they
सम्मान
are.
नहीं करते,
Those who don't respect
उनके
other
कौन
people,
सम्मान?
who will respect them?
वास्तव में यही शिक्षा है।
This is the teaching that's
अमरीश
coming from
महाराज
here.
की कथा इतनी सुंदर है।
This is the
मधुर है।
beautiful story of
जिसे
Ambrish
सुखदेव
Maharaj.
गोस्वामी पाद,
That's why Sukdev Goswami Pad,
परीक्षित महाराज के निकल
he came in front of Parikshit Maharaj. You know, he's expressing this Hari Katha of Ambrish Maharaj and
इसमें
Durvasa.
विशेष है एकादशी हम सब पालन
So
करें।
the learning from this is we should follow Ekadashi properly, and second thing is
सभी का हम सम्मान,
we should respect to everyone and we should be humble.
यदि हम दूसरे के सम्मान नहीं
If we
देते,
don't respect the other person, then
तो हम मनुष्य कहने के लिए योग्य नहीं।
we don't it's against humanity.
मनुष्य से ये कहा जाता है,
A human is a person who can respect other
आदर
human,
करते हैं।
who can respect other humans. That is a
शास्त्री
human.
ये सिद्धांत देते हैं।
This is listed in
अम्बरीश
scriptures.
महाराज देखो कितने महान हैं।
This is the glorification of Ambrish Maharaj.
दुर्वासा ऋषि
In reality, Durvasa Rishi, he is doing Leela. He is Mahabhagavat. He is not a normal Rishi. He is doing Leela.
दुर्वासा ऋषि
But
अम्बरीश
Durvasa
महाराज
Rishi,
की महिमा जगत में
just to preach the glories of Ambrish Maharaj, Durvasa Rishi did this Leela.
दुर्वासा ऋषि के चरण में हमारा अपराध न
So
हो
if we
जाए।
don't commit aparad in the lotus feet of Durvasa Rishi, we should always be conscious of that.
आगे की कथा
So let's
हम
move
देखते
forward.
हैं। आज
Today
कृष्ण के जन्म की कथा
we will listen about the
कीर्तन हो जाए,
Hari Katha of Krishna Janam, the birth of Krishna,
हैं?
birth and appearance of Krishna,
कृष्ण के जन्म लीला हैं?
Janam Lila of Krishna. And
आज कुछ बधाई भी होगी।
today we will celebrate it like a festival.
बोलो अम्बरीश
महाराज की जय।
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे।
Hare Krishna.
So recently we were discussing about Ambrish Maharaj.
देखो
So
राजा यदि धार्मिक हो, प्रजा सुख में,
so we're discussing about Ambrish Maharaj.
राजा की कर्तव्य है
So it's a responsibility of the king
प्रजाओं की जो है रक्षा करना।
to protect the citizens.
आगे की कथा श्री सुखदेव
Moving
गोस्वामी
further,
पाद,
Sukdev Goswami Pad,
परीक्षित महाराज के निकट
he explained in front of Parikshit Maharaj.
अनेकों राजाओं की राजवंश की कथा
So he explained the stories of different.
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी
Shri Sukdev Goswami Pad,
परीक्षित महाराज के निकट
in front of Parikshit
अनेकों
Maharaj,
राजाओं की कथा भी श्रवण कराई।
he explained Katha of lots of kings,
विशेष करके देखो
especially
चंद्रवंश और सूर्यवंश
Chandra Vansh and Surya Vansh, the dynasty of moon and dynasty of sun.
सूर्यवंश में स्वयं भगवान कौन है?
So
बोलो श्यामा
Sri Ramchandra, he took birth in Surya Vansh, the dynasty of sun,
सूर्यवंश की कथा बहुत
and
मधुर है।
it's a very beautiful
देखो,
story.
हमारे भारतवर्ष ऐसे
Our
एक
India, the country India,
जहाँ पर अनेकों
here lots of
महातपस्वी
big rishis, big pure devotees of the Lord,
और बड़े बड़े राजा
and big kings.
राजा भी जिसमें स्वयं
They were
भगवान
from
भी
India,
प्रधान
and even Lord himself,
भगवान
he
कहाँ
took
पर
birth.
प्रकट हुए भाई?
Where did Lord appear? In India.
भारतवर्ष ऐसे एक
This is the special quality of India,
ऋषि मुनि कहा जाता है।
where
क्या
Rishi
ऋषि
Munis,
कहते हैं?
where big rishis,
बड़े-बड़े ऋषि
big
लोग,
devotees of the Lord, pure devotees of the Lord, they
बड़े-बड़े
all
राजा लोग,
come from
तामसिक
India.
राजा भी हुए।
Even the big kings who make loads of donations, like Harish Chandra,
तामसिक राजा।
he was the biggest of donors.
शिवी महाराज की कथा भी श्रवण कराया।
And he also explained this about Shibi Maharaj, King
अपने
Shibi.
जीवन की भी उत्सर्ग कर दिया।
He made his life
कबूतर
so
और
successful,
गिद्ध के निकट।
and he
एक
expressed
बार
his life in front of a crow and a jackal.
स्वयं इंद्र
Jackal. So Indra himself and Yam Maharaj, the king of hell,
परीक्षा करने के लिए
to take test of Shibi Maharaj,
गिद्ध और कबूतर होकर के आए।
they came as a crow
और
and a
कबूतर
jackal.
आकर के शिवी महाराज के गोद में
And the
बैठ गए।
crow, he sat in the
कहने
lap
लगे,
of king
"महाराज,
and he said, "Hey king,
मुझे रक्षा कीजिए।"
please protect me."
और
Crow.
गिद्ध कहने लगे, देखो ये मेरा
And he said, this
भोजन है।
wild jackal will come and eat me. The jackal said, "I want to eat this, leave him."
कबूतर कहने लगे, महाराज
The crow said,
आप तो राजा हो,
"You are king.
राजा के कर्तव्य क्या है?
What is the responsibility of the
शरणागति
king? To whoever comes into the feet of the king, they have to protect, the king has to protect such person." So the crow is saying, "I am in your
और गिद्ध बोले,
feet."
मुझे मैं भूख में मैं तड़प
So
रहा
the
हूं।
wild jackal, he said, "I am very hungry, I want food."
देखो शिवी महाराज
So
कहने
Shibi
लगे,
Maharaj,
आपको मैं दूसरी भी भोजन देता हूँ।
he said, "I will give you something else to eat." But jackal said, "No, I want to eat this
और
crow."
कबूतर कहने लगे, हे राजन
And the crow said, "I am in your lotus feet. You have to protect me."
देखो उस समय
At that
शिवी
time,
महाराज
Shibi
कहने
Maharaj,
लगे,
he said,
"एक बात,
"Hey jackal, listen,
इस कबूतर की
this
बदले में
crow,
आपको अनेकों जो है,
instead of this crow, I will give you loads and loads of birds to eat." He said, "No, I want this specific crow
अनंत
to eat."
राजा बोले, देखो
So then the king said,
मैं अपने शरीर को काट कर दे दूंगा।
"I will cut my body part and I will give it to you to eat. And I will put it on a weighing machine.
कबूतर को रख दे।
I will put on one side, I will put the crow, and on the other side,
अपने अंगों को
he
काट
will
करके देने लगे।
cut his body part." And
बैलेंस
the balance was not equal.
अंत में
At the end,
शिवी महाराज
the king Shivi,
स्वयं ही
he
वो बैलेंस पर बैठ गए।
he sat on the weighing machine and he said, "Eat me."
ऐसे महाराज भी हमारे भारत
He was a very beautiful king. He was from India.
सर्वस्व त्याग दिए।
They give up everything. They even give up themselves.
हरिश्चंद्र महाराज
So
ने दान
Harishchandra Maharaj, he's known for being the biggest donor. Everyone knows about him.
किया। ऐसे से बड़े-बड़े
Harish Maharaj,
दानशील, धर्मशील,
Sadhyanshil, Dharmashil, big kings, they emerged from
उसी की
India.
कथा वर्णन करते हुए
So
सुखदेव
Sukdev
गोस्वामी
Goswami is expressing the Katha of big kings, and Suryavansh in the dynasty of Sun, Lord Ramchandra came.
रघुकुल रीति सदा चली आई प्राण न जाए गुरु।
So it's a saying, a proverb,
रामचंद्र की कथा तो
where like, even give up your life but never break your promise.
आज
So this is the teaching from Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra's story is very
हम
beautiful.
कहीं राजनीति में नहीं जाएंगे।
I don't want to go into any politics.
कोई और नीति में हम जाएंगे।
I don't want to go into any politics, but
क्योंकि धर्म नीति, राजनीति
the rules of religion
मार्ग है।
and the rules of politics, they're different.
किंतु तथापि
But
धर्म नीति हम लेकर चलते हैं। भगवान धर्म की रक्षा करते
so Lord always protects religion.
हैं। ये तो देखो भगवान रामचंद्र
Lord Ramchandra,
कैसे अपने जीवन को कैसे दिखा रहे हैं।
he expressed, he put everyone, he set an example for everyone to how to live. So Sukdev Goswami Padi explained Ramayana to Parikshit Maharaj.
पुत्र भगवान रामचंद्र जैसे
He said, king should be like Lord Ramchandra for citizens' pleasure.
अपने सर्वस्व सुख त्याग
They give up their all kinds of happiness. That's how a king should be. So Lord Ramchandra is known as Praja Vatsalya. Praja Vatsalya.
प्रजाओं की सुख के लिए सब
Like,
कुछ न्यौछावर कर दिया।
He is ready to give up everything for
अपने
his
पत्नी को
citizens.
भी उन्होंने वाल्मीकि
He
आश्रम
even
में
gave up his wife and sent his wife Sita to Valmiki ashram. He just wanted his citizens to be happy.
बोले भारतवर्ष में ऐसे ऐसे महान
So great
राजा
kings,
थे।
they were in India.
भारतवर्ष
They
ऐसे
took birth in India. This is the special quality. India is a divine land. It is the land of Devtas. It is the land of God.
जय दिया जाता है।
That's why we say Bharat. We say Jai.
क्या?
Say it loudly.
भारत माता
Ki Jai.
बात वास्तव रूप में हमारे भारतवर्ष में माँ की स्थान।
So we consider India country as a mother.
इंग्लैंड
Say
माता
mother
नहीं
India.
कहेंगे।
We don't say mother England. We don't say mother Pakistan.
हम राजनीति में नहीं जा रहे हैं,
I'm not going into politics, but
हम बचपन से ही सीखे।
we have learned this since our childhood that India is like our mother. Everyone says mother India.
स्कूल कॉलेज में पढ़ने के समय
In our school, college, we used to do this.
भारतवर्ष की ऐसे एक इतिहास,
So this is the history of India. No such country, no any country does not have any rich culture.
भारतवर्ष नाम कैसे हुआ? पहले नाम का
So
क्या नाम?
what is the name Bharat come from?
याद है, मैं बता देता हूँ।
Before it was
वो तो दिल्ली है।
no Indraprasth is Delhi.
भारतवर्ष के पहले नाम अजोनाथ वर्ष था।
Ajanavarsh, it's the name of Bharat, India before. Ajanavarsh.
फिर भरत महाराज के नाम
And
से
Bharat Maharaj, the king Bharat, depending on his name, it was named Bharat.
कौन भरत?
In Bhagavatam it is explained who's Bharat.
हाँ? दुष्यंत शकुंतला के पुत्र।
Dushyant and Shakula's son? No, this is later.
वो भरत महाराज।
I'm talking about Bharat Maharaj. That day I said,
राजा भरत के नाम।
the king Bharat.
बहुत प्राचीन इतिहास है।
This is a very ancient history. We completely forgotten it.
भारतवर्ष।
There is very deep history behind India. The story of Jar Bharat I explained.
भरत के नाम से
That
ही
King Bharat, after his name, this country is named Bharat.
दुष्यंत शकुंतला दुष्यंत के नाम तो बाद में है। किंतु वास्तव इतिहास हम और भी
And the real history, ancient history is very deep. This country, Bharat Varsh, is this country India. This is named after Jar Bharat.
सपुत्र थे।
They had 100 children
उनके 81 जो है
and had 81
वो वे कर्मकांड ब्राह्मण
81 children were
और
Brahmins.
बाकी जो है
And the
नौ
remaining
पुत्र
children,
नवखंड के राजा बने।
the remaining children were kings.
9 जो है
And
नव जोगेंद्र बने।
they
जिसका
became the
श्रीमद्
best of
भागवत
spiritual
में
practitioners. 9
एकादश
children
स्कंद में
in 11th canto.
नव जोगेंद्र की
This
उपासना
is
की कथा
explained about this.
है। नेमी महाराज के
Nivi Maharaj
राज
king,
दरबार में
in his assembly,
ये 9 ऋषि
these no rishis
ये
entered.
नव जोगेंद्र
Navayogendra, though like best spiritual
तो कितने हो
practitioners,
गया?
rishis.
81
So 81
हैं?
plus.
99 और
So
ये
these are 99 and one Bharat Maharaj.
बचपन में
So in his
राज्य को
childhood,
त्याग देकर के
he
जंगल
gave
में
up
चले
his
गए।
kingdom and he went to forest
इसी
to
के
do
नाम से
bhajan.
वे भारतवर्ष नाम है।
So on his name, it is named as
श्रीमद्
Bharat.
भागवत प्रमाण दे रहे हैं।
In Bhagavatam, it is written.
ऐसे सुंदर भारतवर्ष में
It's such a beautiful country.
भारतवर्ष के इतिहास हम
This is such rich, deep culture and history there is of
रामचंद्र प्रकट
where Lord Ramchandra came.
रामचंद्र कब प्रकट हुए?
When did Lord Ramchandra appear?
24वां
In 24th Chaturyug. What Chaturyug is right now? It's 28th Chaturyug.
करीब करीब 8 करोड़ साल पहले
Around 8 crore years
भगवान
ago,
रामचंद्र
Lord
इस
Ramchandra,
राम में प्रकट हुए।
he appeared here and he did beautiful Leela here.
इतिहास हमें सच्चे प्रमाण देते हैं।
In scriptures it is explained.
भारतवर्ष की ऐसी महिमा दिखाई
This is the glories of India.
है। भारतवर्ष की कथा में
India has a very rich culture and ancient, full of ancient
देखो
history.
दशरथ महाराज के पुत्र
So
ने
King Dashrath had son
रामचंद्र
Lord Ramchandra.
है। इस रामचंद्र की कथा भी श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी पाद सुंदर रूप में वर्णन किया।
And Sukdev Goswami Pal explained
इसी
this
इसी
Katha about
सूर्यवंश
Lord
की
Ramchandra. It is known as this Katha of Surya Vansh. Surya means sun and Vansh means
चंद्रवंश
dynasty.
की कथा भी
And after that he also explained the story of Chandravansh, the dynasty of moon.
चंद्रवंश और सूर्यवंश की कथा
So Chandravansh and Surya Vansh. Sukdev Goswami explained both of these. In Chandravansh,
भगवान कृष्ण
Lord. In Chandravansh, the dynasty of moon, Lord Krishna came. He appeared
आज से करीब
around
5000
5,000 years ago.
भगवान
Lord Krishna,
कृष्ण चंद्र प्रकट हुए।
Lord Krishna Chandra appeared in Dwapar Yuga.
के अंत में
At the end of Dwapar Yuga,
संग सत्य त्रेता
the Sattva, Treta, Dwapar and age of Kali. What age Yuga is going on, right? Kali Yuga, the age of Kali.
कब कलयुग प्रारंभ हुई?
When did Kali Yuga start?
जिस दिन
When
भगवान
Krishna
कृष्ण
Krishna Chandra,
धाम में चले
he went to his transcendental world on that same second, very same day. The Kali Yuga
कितने
started.
साल पहले भगवान रामचंद्र चले गए?
How
करीब
many years ago Lord Ramchandra?
5000 साल। तो कली का आयु
Or
कितनी
Krishna
है?
Chandra. So age of Kali is 5,000 years old. How long will this last?
4 लाख
It's 4,32,000.
और इसमें ना जाने कैसे झगड़ा होते
So
जाते हैं।
432,000. So now Kali Yuga has not even started. Everyone is fighting.
देश देश में झगड़ा।
In every country there are fights, there are
सबसे बड़ी झगड़ा
arguments.
कहाँ पर है?
What is the biggest fight?
बोले हमारे घर में।
In our houses.
कौन सा घर में?
In which house?
मन।
In our heart and mind.
झगड़ा है कि नहीं?
There's battle or not?
मन क्या करता है?
What does our mind do?
सारा दिन झगड़ा करता है।
All day there's fighting.
एक क्षण हम ठीक से नहीं बैठ पाते।
We cannot sit
चंचल ही
properly
मन
one day.
प्रमाथी बलवत भिड़न। मन बहुत कैसे चंचल है।
Mind is always going here and
मन
there.
क्या है कैसे?
What is
अच्छी
mind?
बुरी
What is heart?
सुस्त
It's
रहते हैं।
it's always thinking about what's good, what's right, what's bad, and what's good.
झगड़ा करते रहते हैं।
And it always keeps
ये अच्छी
fighting.
है, ये बुरी है।
Like this is good
एक
and this
व्यक्ति
is
दूसरे
bad.
व्यक्ति के साथ बैठे देखो।
And if one person sits in front of,
हैं? जितने समय आप भागवत कथा में बैठे हैं ना,
so the time you're sitting here right now,
स्थिर रहता है।
your mind will be concentrated, and when Katha ends, your mind will still start fighting. It will start going here and there.
निरंतर भागवत कथा हो।
So
क्या होनी चाहिए?
all day you should listen to Bhagavat Katha.
झगड़ा?
Every day you should listen to Bhagavat Katha.
किंतु खास की। ये
But
कलियुग की
but
लक्षण
this is age of Kali, Kali Yuga.
आगे जाकर के बताएंगे।
I will tell you
ये कलियुग में मनुष्य कैसे कैसे
that how
होते जाएंगे।
people will turn in Kali Yuga, how would they become.
जितने कलियुग बढ़ते जाएगा,
The more and more
उतना ही
Kali Yuga will increase
संसार में
in this material world,
ये सब झगड़ा फैल जाएगा।
the fights will increase, the conflicts will increase.
श्रीमद् भागवत में
In Srimad Bhagavatam it is
एक
explained,
द्वादश स्कंध में
In 12th canto,
होली की वर्णन भी है इसमें।
and there's explanation of Kali.
अंतिम समय में कैसे गुजरा।
They're telling about at the end
आइए कथा में
what will happen in Kali Yuga.
ये स्वयं भगवान कृष्ण
Everything is explained.
है, दापर जी के अंत में प्रकट हुए। कितने साल तक रहे
So let's
भगवान
see how
कृष्ण?
Krishna appeared.
125 साल
He stayed for 125 years.
लीला में
He did Leela, he did beautiful amorous pastimes.
देखो आज कृष्ण के जन्माष्टमी हम पालन करेंगे।
And today we will celebrate Janmashtami. So everyone celebrates their son's birthday.
हैं? काटते हैं कि नहीं?
They say
क्या
happy
करते हैं?
birthday.
केक काटते हैं।
They cut cake.
क्या करते हैं आप लोग?
What do you guys do? You cut a cake.
मत काटो।
I say don't cut cake.
काटना नहीं है।
You don't have to cut anything.
दीपक जलाओ।
Light a lamp
केक
instead.
भगवान के ठाकुर के भोग लगाओ।
Offer the cake to Thakurji and give it to devotees.
हैं? हम देखो एक बात बताता हूँ।
I'm just saying one thing.
ये पाश्चात्य देश की
This is
कल्चर है।
Western culture.
क्या बताया? पाश्चात्य देश की कल्चर है। केक
This is the culture of Western country
हमारे
to cut
भारत
cake.
देश की सभ्यता संस्कृति क्या है?
And our Indian culture
दीपक जलाओ।
is to light lamp on birthdays.
ज्योतिर्गमय। दीपक जलाइए।
Light lamps on birthdays. Make your life full of light. Teach your child.
हमारे जीवन उजाला।
Your life will be successful. Your life should be light,
हम दीपावली
full of
पालन
light.
करते नहीं करते।
We celebrate
क्या करते
Deepavali.
हैं?
What do we do on that day? We light
क्या
lamps.
हम बुझा दे देंगे।
Do we light off the lamps?
पाश्चात्य देश में क्या
In
करते हैं?
Western culture, what do they do?
दीपक लगा देते हैं।
They blow the candles off and they turn the
हैं? और लगा करके क्या करते हैं?
and they blow it. They blow out the candles. And darkness is there. So do you want to live in darkness? I'm not appreciating it. Just to encourage people, I think it's okay for them, but I don't like it.
हमारे भारतीय सभ्यता संस्कृति
Our Indian
का
culture
क्या?
says
तमसो मां
Yatarigami.
ज्योतिर्गमय। अंधकार की तरफ मत जाओ.
Don't go towards
किसकी तरफ
darkness,
चले?
walk towards
प्रकाश
the
की
light.
तरफ. आज यदि मोमबत्ती बुझाई दिया
And if you're blowing out the
तो किसकी
candles,
तरफ चलेंगे?
and where will you go? You're walking towards, you tell me.
अंधकार की तरफ
You're walking towards darkness.
नहीं, दीपक की तरफ चले.
So you should walk towards the light. So you should light lamps on your birthday. What did Mother Yashoda do?
जन्मतिथि पर
On the birthday of Krishna, Mother Yashoda light lamps and she offers it to Yamuna river,
प्रवाहित प्रवाहित
and then the lamp flows in Yamuna river.
देखो कितने सुंदर.
It's very beautiful celebration. That's why we celebrate Diwali, Deepavali.
दीपक
Like our body is like a lamp and it keeps on
प्रकाशमान है.
spreading light.
ना आप अंधकार चाहते हैं, आप बताओ.
Our body
क्या
is
चाहते हैं?
spreading light like a
प्रकाश
lamp.
चाहते हैं कि अंधकार चाहते
So do
हैं?
you want light or do you want
तो तुम
darkness?
अभी क्या करोगे?
So what should you do?
हैं?
What will you do to the candles? Light the candles, I have no problem.
किंतु
But do not blow them out. Don't blow them out. That's my only point.
बच्चे के हाथ में चाकू देकर के
They give a knife to a little child. Don't cut the
तो
cake.
अभ्यास किसका है? चाकू चलाने का.
You are teaching how to use a knife to a child.
ऐसे नहीं.
This is not right.
उसके हाथ में क्या दिया? महाप्रसाद दिया.
Give Mahaprasad in his hand.
हम यही कहते हैं.
That's all I'm saying.
है ना? कई की प्रवक्ता भी ऐसे ही कहते हैं, बहुत गंभीर से.
Some people with very firm faith, they say,
और यही भारतवर्ष की
this is the
सभ्यता संस्कृति
Indian culture.
है. किंतु धीरे धीरे
But slowly and slowly, we all,
भारतवर्ष की सभ्यता संस्कृति को हम भूलते जा रहे हैं.
we are rejecting Indian culture and we are walking towards Western culture.
पाश्चात्य देश की सभ्यता संस्कृति
So we are
और पाश्चात्य
attracted by
देश की
Western
सभ्यता
culture.
संस्कृति
And Western culture,
क्या करेंगे?
what are they doing?
हमारी तरफ
They are coming towards Indian culture. See my Western devotees, they are sitting here, they are wearing sari from England, stand up.
मेरा घर लंदन से आई है.
She's come from London.
साड़ी पहनी है कि नहीं?
She's wearing a very beautiful sari.
हाँ? Give your identification.
Give your identification. Hare Krishna.
And my name is Demigods, and I'm from England.
She was about to say India.
देखो,
Say.
और भी ब्राजील से आई है.
And there are my devotees, beautiful devotees from Brazil.
ये हिंदी बोलती
Come,
है.
she speaks Hindi.
हरे कृष्णा, मेरा आपका नाम? मेरा नाम तरुणी गोपीदासी है. मैं ब्राजील से आई हूँ. ब्राजील, São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro.
हैं? देखो कितने और तिलक भी लगाया कि नहीं
See,
लगाया?
they all are wearing Vaishnav tilak.
ये हमारे भारत के सभ्यता
See, these people are respecting Indian culture.
है.
These people are realizing the truth. This is the truth of India,
किंतु हम
Indian culture.
पाश्चात्य देश
But
जैसे
we,
जो
Indian
इंसान
people,
इंग्लिश बोल देते हैं,
we just speak English and we're just saying, oh, this person is a scholar.
है कि नहीं?
So, is it true or not?
जिस देश में इंग्लिश नहीं बोलते हैं,
So,
क्या
in
वो
countries
सब
where they don't speak English, are they not humans?
स्पेनिश में क्या बोलते हैं?
So, in
स्पेन
Spain,
में,
they use Spanish language. They don't feel any shame.
हैं? देखो अमेरिका में मायामी
In
में,
America, in Miami,
हैं? अधिक रूप में वहाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं?
mostly people, they speak Spanish language.
हैं? अमेरिका में जो है,
In America,
उसमें
in
क्या
Florida, Miami,
बोलते हैं? स्पेनिश ज़्यादा
most
बोलते
of the people, they speak
हैं।
Spanish. They speak very less
इंग्लिश
English.
है, अपने मातृभाषा ज़्यादा लोग
English is their mother tongue, but most of the people, they speak Spanish.
श्रेष्ठ हो जाएंगे, ऐसे नहीं बोलते।
So it does not mean if you know English, you are a very knowledgeable person.
हम अपने स्कूल के बच्चा को यदि इंग्लिश मीडियम में नहीं
So if you don't teach your child in English medium,
तुमने कुछ नहीं किया।
then people criticize such person. They're like, your life is waste.
किंतु ये बात नहीं
But this is not nice. We should teach Sanskrit language.
है। संस्कृत जो है आज धीरे धीरे क्या हो गया?
Sanskrit, slowly and slowly, it has
ये
totally
धीरे-धीरे
disappeared.
लोग भगवान को भूल गए।
So slowly and slowly, the people are also forgetting about the God.
संस्कृत जब नहीं हमने भागवत क्या करना?
So if you don't know Sanskrit, how can we understand Bhagavat or anything?
प्राचीन काल से लेकर के
So from ancient times until now, Sanskrit
अमूल्य संपदा
is a very, very deep language.
संस्कृत की यदि पढ़ाई नहीं जा रही,
If
धीरे-धीरे,
Sanskrit is not being
धीरे-धीरे
taught,
हम
then
नास्तिक बनते
we all will become atheist.
हैं। इसलिए हम जितने भी राजनेता हैं, जो
So
भी-
all the
हम
politicians,
यही प्रार्थना करते हैं,
I request everyone,
ये
all the politicians, big people sitting here,
स्कूल,
I
कॉलेज
request everyone
हो
to
गया है।
open Sanskrit schools and colleges so that people will understand Bhagavat. Only then they
ये
can
भागवत की
understand.
कथा जो है, किस
The
भाषा
story
में
of
लिखा है?
Bhagavat, what is it written in
किस
which
भाषा में
language?
लिखा है भागवत?
It's written in Sanskrit language.
है? वो संस्कृत का हम क्या करते हैं, डेड लैंग्वेज का,
And we reject to study Sanskrit. And
सिख लैंग्वेज
we think that Sanskrit is language of idiots.
क्या बोलते हैं, हम ले भी सकते हैं अथवा है, optional।
Sanskrit is an optional subject in Indian schools. No, it should be made
संस्कृत से पढ़ाया जाए।
it should be compulsory for all Indians to study Sanskrit.
भारतवर्ष के
India,
ये धर्म प्राण देश है,
it is the country of religion.
किसी भी धर्म में हम
You can talk on any religion. I'm not speaking about religion specifically, but
हमारी भारतवर्ष
this is ancient Indian culture. Ramayana,
महाभारत
Mahabharata,
गीता,
Bhagavad Gita,
ये है हमारी भारतवर्ष की प्राण है।
they are the soul of
हम जो
India.
कथा जो बोलते जा रहे हैं, कृष्ण की कथा हम बोलते जा रहे हैं।
I'm
कृष्ण की
speaking
जन्म
Katha
कथा
of Krishna, I'm
कीर्तन
speaking
करते
of
जा
birth of Krishna, appearance of Krishna.
रहे हैं। जो ब्रजभाष है,
It
ब्रज
is,
ऐसे एक मधुर देश
so it's coming from Braj.
है।
Braj is a
देखो,
very nice place.
प्राचीन काल में देखो
In
देवमीर
the
नाम
old
से
times,
राजा थे, उसके
there
दो
was
पत्नियां
Devmir
थीं। कितने?
king. There has two wives.
एक है क्षत्रिय वंश,
One is Kshatriya Vansh and second is
वैश्य वंश।
Vaishya Vansh.
क्षत्रिय वंश की
So
जो
in Kshatriya Vansh,
पत्नी थी,
the wife of
उससे
Kshatriya
हुए
Vansh,
सुरसेन।
Sursen
और
took birth,
सुरसेन के
and from
पुत्र हुए
Sursen,
वसुदेव
Vasudev Maharaj.
और वसुदेव
And
महाराज के
Vasudev's
पुत्र हुए
son was
कृष्ण,
Krishna.
जिसे वासुदेव कृष्ण कहते हैं।
He is also known as Vasudev
और
Krishna.
वैश्य जो पत्नी थी,
And Vaishya,
उससे पत्नी, उससे जो
and from
पुत्र
her,
हुए, उसके नाम
her son was
पर्जन्य कहा जाता है।
Parjan.
पर्जन्य के जो 5 पुत्र हुए,
And Parjan had
और
5
विशेष
sons.
करके
And spent among that 5, Nanda Maharaj was one of them, and Nanda Maharaj's son was Krishna.
दोनों वंश की
So from both the family trees,
यहाँ पर वर्णन
I have explained.
है। देखो
So
प्राचीन काल में
in ancient times,
ये सुरसेन प्रदेश था।
there was Sursen Pradesh, name of a place. There was Mathura. King of Mathura was Ugrasen. Ugrasen. Ugrasen was the king of Mathura. Ugrasen's son was Kans. Actually, in reality,
कंस उग्रसेन के जय
Kans,
और जात संतान नहीं थे।
he was not a real child of Ugrasen.
धूमिल देवता की जो है
He came
पौरुष,
from
वो जन्म
he came from a essence of a
इसलिए वो
demon.
असुर था।
So that's why Kans was a demon. He was Asur.
इसलिए कंस इतने दुराचारी
So
थे।
that's why Kans used to torture people and he was did very bad behavior.
देवों की जब बड़ी है,
When Devaki grew up at that time,
कंस
Kansa,
अपनी बहन
he
देवों की
arranged the marriage of Devaki with Vasudev, and he also arranged the wedding ceremony and everything, and he also fixed her marriage with Vasudev Maharaj.
बहुत घना घना करके विवाह दिखाया।
And he made a very nice wedding ceremony, and after wedding, Kans
अपने रथ पर बैठा
was
करके
sitting on his chariot
देवकी
with
और
Devaki and
वसुदेव
Vasudev,
के चलने लगे।
and he was going on his chariot,
और इतने समय आकाश
and in some time,
रे मूर्ख कंस,
the voice from the sky came,
जिस बहन की तुम
and he said, "You idiot Kansa,
विवाह दिखाते
you are taking away
अपने रथ में
your
बैठ करके
with this sister you have in your chariot.
क्या जानते हो
You know,
यह देवकी के
the Devaki's
आत्मा गर्भ में
8th child
तुम्हारे हंतारों
will be the cause of your death, and he will kill you. Vishnu will come as the 8th child of Devaki, and he will kill you."
इतने सुनते ही
And Kans heard that.
कंस
Kans,
रथ से कूद गया
he jumped out of
और
his chariot,
देवकी को पकड़ लिया
and he grabbed hairs of Devaki,
उतारने लगा।
and he dragged
और
her down,
अपनी तलवार
and he took out his sword,
और ना रहे बांस
And he's
ना
like,
बजे
if there's no bamboo, then there will be no flute.
क्या है
So he decided to
ये
kill her.
वाणी को मैं झूठा
He
बोला।
said, I will prove this voice coming from sky wrong.
उन्होंने क्या कि देवकी के मारने के लिए तलवार
He picked up the sword to kill Devaki, and at that time, Vasudev Maharaj,
कंस के हाथ को
he grabbed the hand of Kans. He said, Kans, listen,
आप राजा हो
you are a king,
आप महावीर हो
you are biggest
जो
warrior,
महावीर जो होते हैं
and the biggest warriors,
जो योद्धा होते हैं वो
they
तीनों के ऊपर कभी
don't
हाथ उठाते हैं।
attack these three types of people. Who's?
एक स्त्री को
Women,
हाथ उठाना नहीं चाहिए।
children. So you should never
शास्त्र में भी लिखा है
put your hand up on a woman.
कभी स्त्री जाति के ऊपर
You should never put your hand up on a woman or hit a woman.
दूसरी
Second,
है ब्राह्मण
on Brahmins, you should never hit Brahman
अथवा लोकप्रिय
and children. You should never
ये
hit
सत्य
these.
के धर्म का
This is the religion of a Kshatriya, of being a
ये
warrior.
कंस
He said, hey
यदि
Kans,
आप अपने बहन
if you kill your sister Devaki,
बड़े बड़े योद्धा के निकट तुम क्या बताओ
what will you tell to other warriors?
ये कंस
Other
ऐसे
warriors will
अपने
say, Kans,
बहन को
he killed his sister, he's not a warrior.
एक तो शास्त्र निंदित है ये।
So this is criticized in scriptures. You should never hit a woman,
ब्राह्मण के ऊपर हाथ उठाना
you should never hit a Brahman,
और
and
रोग जरा का बालक के ऊपर
not on children. You should never beat
क्या
them.
करूं मैं बताता हूं
I'll tell you what to
देखो
do.
वसुदेव महाराज कहने लगे
Vasudev Maharaj
हे
said,
कंस मैं आपके वचन देता
hey
हूं
Kans, I promise you,
देवकी जितने भी पुत्र हो
all the children that Devaki gives birth, I will
हवलत कर देना
give you the 8th child.
पुत्र संतान जन्म देने के पश्चात
And after
मैं वचन
Devaki
देता हूं
gives birth to children,
और तुम्हें
I will give you the 8th child.
कंस विचार करने
So
लगे
Kans started to think
ये वसुदेव महाराज सत्यवादी है
that Vasudev Maharaj, he speaks truth.
धार्मिक है
He follows religion and he's always speaking truth. So he will keep his promise.
कंस
So
विचार के बाद से
Kans thought, okay, that's nice.
कंस ने किया कि देखो पुनः
So Kans,
वापस निकलता है
he get back on his chariot and then he reached his kingdom and
बंदी बना के
he put Devaki and Vasudev in his prison.
आगे की लीला करने के लिए स्वयं नारद ऋषि भी
So Narad Rishi came to do
और नारद
further
ऋषि आकर
Leela,
के बोले
and Narad Rishi came and said, Kans,
आजकल तुम्हारे कैसे चल रहे हैं
how are you? How is it going these days?
देखो नारद
So Kans said, Gurudev, what to tell? Narad Rishi is wandering
और नारद
everywhere
ऋषि सभी क्या मानते हैं
and everyone thinks Narad Rishi is Guru. Everyone thinks Narad Rishi is their Guru.
कंस कहने लगे गुरुदेव
Kans said, Gurudev, what should I tell you? Yesterday, Akashwani happened, voices from sky came. They said that Devaki's 8th child,
विष्णु आकर के मुझे
Vishnu will come in that and he will kill me.
नारद ऋषि कहने लगे अच्छे मेरे बताओ
Narad Rishi said, you tell me,
आठवां कौन सा है
how do you count 8?
आप गिनो
You
एक,
count.
दो, तीन, चार,
You can
पाँच,
count 1, 2,
छह,
3, 4,
सात,
5, 6, 7, 8.
अच्छा फिर दो से
He said,
गिनो,
okay. So you start counting from 2,
हैं? तीन चार
from
पाँच
the
छह,
second,
सात, आठ, कहाँ
you go
पर
2,
आ
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
गए?
8.
सातों में आ जाएगा
Now the position of 8 will
किसी
shift.
कैलेंडर में देखो
If you go to any calendar, look at a
संडे
calendar.
से प्रारंभ होता है
It starts from
और फिर
Sunday
समाप्त कहाँ जब हो जाता
and
है
it ends on
हैं?
Monday.
कहाँ पर हो जाता है
It ends on
शनिवार में हैं? और किसी
Saturday,
कैलेंडर में जो
from
है,
Sunday to
रविवार
Saturday.
से
And in some calendars,
एक सोमवार से शुरू हो जाता है
it starts from Monday
और समाप्त कहाँ
and
पर
it
हो जाता
ends
है?
on Sunday.
शनिवार में अच्छा तो ये बार बताओ
So here you tell me,
आठ कौन सा होगा?
how will you count 8?
अच्छा ये भी बात बताओ एक आठ आप लड्डू रख दीजिए
So bring 8 pieces of sweet laddus
चक्राकार में सर्कल
in a circle
हैं?
and now you count which one is the 8th laddu.
कम से कम एक भी सहज है एक
Guns
एक,
like
दो,
1, 2,
तीन,
3,
चार,
4,
पाँच,
5,
छह,
6,
सात,
7, 8.
हैं? साइकिल है ना
It's a cycle, so he counted like that.
हैं? साइकिल के स्पोक आठ स्पोक है
So there are like 8
अच्छा, फिर
spokes
आप
in a
बताओ,
bicycle
कौन सा पहला
tire.
है?
You tell me which one is the first one and which one is the eighth one. Have anyone tried to drive the bicycle? So there are, let's count, there are 8 spokes in the tire. You tell me which one is the first and which one is the last. Which one is the 8th spoke?
आप यदि ये स्पीड करोगे यहाँ पर एक पर है इसको उसके आगे के बाद एक से 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 और फिर इसमें जहाँ पर 8 से उसके 7 से गिनो.
So he said he starts counting from a different laddu, then the number 8 is different. So Nadrashi said that Vishnu is very clever. So you think which is 8, he will say this is first. Vishnu is very clever. So do one thing. So there's no bamboo and no bamboo flute. So kill all the children of Devaki. You don't know Vishnu in which number child he will come. He said 8 and he might come in 6th or 5th. How will you know? He will very clever. He will say it's 8. He will trick you. So kill all the children of Devaki. Kans said, Gurudev, you opened my eyes. I didn't think about this. He said, do one thing. At that time, Kans, he imprisoned Devaki and Vasudev, and he tied like chains of iron in their hands and legs. And Devaki, she started to give birth to children. She gave birth to 6 children. And Kans killed 6 children, one by one. Now Devaki, in the 7th child, she is about to give birth to 7th child, and Baldev Prabhu came. So according to the perspective of materialistic people, they think that Baldev Prabhu is coming from the womb of Devaki, but Yogmaya did Leela, and she took away Baldev Prabhu from womb of Devaki and he put in the womb of Rohini. When does the Lord appear? When Guru Padma, when Guru comes first. What is Baldev Prabhu? He is Akhand Guru Tattva. He is the form of a Dham himself. So Baldev Prabhu, he serves the Lord in many different forms. In form of Dham, in form of throne seat, in form of slippers, in form of like shoes. So even he manifests himself in clothes, in form of clothes, and he's serving the Lord. So Baldev Prabhu came first, only then the Lord would come. So Yogmaya took Baldev Prabhu from the womb of Devaki, and she put the Baldev Prabhu in the womb of Rohini. So there's one name of Baldev Prabhu, Sankarshan. So it's like she pulled out from the womb, Sankarshan. And so after this, in 8th child, Devaki was about to give birth to 8th child, Krishna came. When Kansa, he goes to the prison, he used to feel scared when he saw Devaki, because Devaki's body was glowing. Kansa saw that and he got scared, and he was thinking, Vishnu will kill me. So to attain Lord, our acharyas are making a comment.
और एक करेंगे ये भगवान की प्राप्ति के लिए
So to attain Lord, they told a lot of waves.
देश कामात देशात कामात देशात भयात स्नेहात संबंधात इस प्रकार भगवान की प्राप्ति हुई.
So like this you can attain the Lord. So in Kans, it was like he was scared that Vishnu will kill me. He was thinking about Vishnu, that Vishnu will kill me. So when Kans, he went to the prison, feeling of scared come into his heart. Scared. He felt scared. He felt afraid that Vishnu will kill him. So when Krishna appeared, all the Devatas are glorifying. So Devatas are glorifying the womb of Devaki, where Krishna is about to appear. So that it was a very beautiful time. It was Bhadra month of Bhadra, Rohini Nakshatra. So the time was like right. It was perfect astrologically, and it was midnight. It was midnight. Lord Krishna himself, he appeared from Devaki's womb. At that time, the clouds, they were heavy clouds. The thunderstorm was going on. All the security guards, they fell asleep. Yogamaya arranged everything. At that time, Krishna himself, on Ashtami, so when Krishna appeared, all the security guards, they fell asleep. Krishna himself, he appeared. How did he appear? He appeared in form of with 4 limbs. He had 4 weapons in his hand. He had 4 hands, and he appeared in that form. And he said, "Hey, Devaki Vasudev, look at me." In Satyayug, you were Prishni and Sutapa. You took birth as Prishni and Sutapa. At that time, you did perform a lot of austerities and you worshipped me very nicely. This is the story of Satyayug. And at that time, you prayed that you want a child like me. You want a child like me. And at that time I said, it's not possible to have a child exactly like me, because I exist by myself. No one can be like me. So Krishna and Sutapa, but I'm very happy and pleased with your worshipping practices. I give you a promise. For 3 lives, I will take birth as a child. So Lord Vishnu in Satyayug, he took birth as a Prishni and Sutapa's child. Prishni Garbha. And in the second life, that same Prishni and Sutapa, they took birth in Aditi and Kashyap, and they gave birth to Lord Vamandev. Yesterday we heard about the Vamandev. Ye Jai Ho! It was the thing between Bali Maharaj and Vamandev, and Lord said himself, you are that Prishni and Sutapa. You are in form of Devaki and Vasudev, and I am Vishnu. You can take darshan of my roop. I have a conch, I have my weapons in my 4 hands, and Devaki and Vasudev, they started glorifying such a beautiful form of the Lord. And they said, Prabhu, you are like a child and Kans will come and kill you. So Lord Vishnu said, Hey Vasudev Maharaj, look, quickly take me out from this prison and drop me off on the bed of Yashoda mother. Just keep me there on the bed of Mother Yashoda. At that time, Vasudev Maharaj, he took the little Krishna and he started walking. When Lord Krishna was on the hands of Vasudev, all his chains, they broke off themselves. Because if someone puts the Lord in their hearts, then their all attachments get destroyed. We all are like trapped in by chains of attachment. If we put Lord in our hearts, then they will break off. So Vasudev Maharaj, he took the little child, he took it on his head, and all the security guards, they fell asleep. Nobody knew anything. After that, Vasudev Maharaj saw it was raining heavily, the thunderstorm. He had to cross Yamuna river at that time. Yamuna river was also very wildly flowing. There's very huge waves in Yamuna flowing. So Vasudev Maharaj got worried. And Baldev Prabhu, he took a form of Sheshnag and he acted as an umbrella to protect Krishna from the rain. So Vasudev Maharaj, he put Krishna on his head. And Baldev Prabhu, he took form of Sheshnag. In his head, he acted like an umbrella and he served the Lord. And Vasudev Maharaj was thinking, how do I cross the river, Yamuna? At that time, Yog Maya, she took a form, she's tall, she took a form of something and she made a way through Yamuna, so they walked through the Yamuna. Jackal. She took a form of jackal and she made a way. So they were in the middle of Yamuna. Yamuna river was thinking, Yamuna Devi was thinking, I just want to touch the lotus feet of Krishna. So that's why the level of water on Yamuna was increasing and increasing. Vasudev Maharaj was thinking, this child must not drown. So Vasudev Maharaj, he started to lift Krishna up. And he started to ask, can anyone take this child? So near Mathura, there's a village. The name of village is Ole. Ole. Like, is there anyone to take? So Krishna was thinking that Yamuna Devi, she wants to touch my lotus feet. So Lord Krishna, he hanged down his leg. And when Yamuna's water touched Krishna's feet, then the water level started to go down automatically. After that, Vasudev Maharaj with Krishna, he went to Gokul. And exactly at that time, Mother Yashoda, she gave birth to two children at the same time, one son and one daughter. So what do you want, son or daughter? So people say on both. So what do we say? We two are two. It's like an Indian slogan. We two. Control population. So you're saying hum do hamare do. There are 4 people now. Where will the 2 people go? So he's saying that people grow up and they kick their parents out of the house. So This slogan is not nice. We too are too. Okay, I will not go in depth.
देखो आइए कथा
We too are too.
दो जमन संतान को जन्म दिया कौन
I'll tell you later. So,
माँ यशोदा
Mother Yashoda gave birth
कृष्ण को भी जन्म दिया
to a son and a daughter. She gave birth to Krishna.
हरिवंश पुराण में भी
In
बना
Harivansh Puran, it is
जय
explained.
नामनी नंद भज्जा देवकी यशोदा नंद भज्जा नंद महाराज की
So,
पत्नी
Nanda Maharaj's wife,
यशोदा के दो
Yashoda, had two names,
यशोदा और
Yashoda and Devki.
जहाँ पर श्री सुखदेव
So, where Sukdev Goswami
देवकी
Pad,
नंदन कहकर
she's saying Devki Nandan, he did Kirtan. He's
देवकी नंदन कहकर के कृष्ण के पुकारा वास्तव रूप में
Gopis they call Devki Nandan. In reality, they were referring to Yashoda Mother. Mother Yashoda. They were saying Yashoda nahi. This is a deep confidential thing explained by our acharyas. Raslila in a lot of places they are saying Devki Nandan. Gopis are calling Krishna Devki Nandan.
किंतु देवकी नंदन कहने से
But calling Krishna Devki Nandan,
वसुदेव महाराज की पत्नी
we are not
देवकी नहीं कहा।
talking about Devki, who is wife of Vasudeva
जहाँ
Maharaj.
पर देवकी नंदन
Wherever
कहा गया,
Devki Nandan is coming,
नंद
at that
महाराज
place
की
we are
पत्नी
referring to Mother Yashoda, who is wife of Nanda Maharaj.
क्योंकि कृष्ण प्रकट कहाँ
Because
पर हुए?
where did Krishna appear? In
प्रकट कहाँ पर हुए?
where did Krishna appear?
कहाँ पर हुए भाई?
He appeared in
जन्म
Mathura.
कहाँ लिया?
Where did he took birth?
जन्म और प्रकट में क्या
So
अंतर
what is
है?
the difference between birth and appearance?
सुनो तो एक ही
प्रकट हुए
है।
थे अपने रूप में मतलब विष्णु जी के रूप में और यहाँ
देखो प्रकट होना
Look.
कहीं भी से प्रकट हो सकता
You can appear from anywhere.
है निशिकादेव कहाँ से प्रकट
Where
हुए?
did Nrsimhadev appear from? He appeared from a
खंबे से
pillar.
तो खंबा उनके माता पिता है
So will you call the pillar as the parent of Nrsimhadev?
प्रकट कहीं है भगवान
He can
है,
appear
भगवान
anywhere.
कैसे?
Lord can appear from anywhere.
बराते भगवान कहाँ से प्रकट हुए?
Varadev God, where did he appear
ब्रह्मा
from?
जी के
He appeared from the nose of Brahma.
हैं? तो उनके माता पिता वही है ब्रह्मा जी का है।
So is Brahma the parent? No.
हैं? देखो हम ये कहते हैं हमारे गौड़ी सिद्धांत इसमें
So our Gauriya Siddhanta, it says, what is appearance? Where there is like He's God, He can appear from anywhere. Birth is, Janam Lila is like, it's like He takes birth like a human. Like there, you can temporarily God, when a mother gives birth to a child, the navel is connected. The mother's womb is connected to the navel of the child. Then you have to cut that connection. All the mothers know this. That is known as Jata Sanskar. Nadi Chedan.
अच्छा अब आप बताइए
So,
कृष्ण कहाँ पर जन्म लिया यदि कहो
so
आप
where did Krishna took birth?
मथुरा में जन्म लिया
You can
कौन सा
say
भाई
Krishna
बनारस से
took
जन्म
birth in Mathura.
लिया?
He took birth like a
ना
human?
कुछ
No.
प्रकार की चिन्ह भी रहा।
Was there any proof?
बालक
No.
जब जन्म लेते हैं
When
मातृ गर्भ में, तो चिन्ह
when a child takes birth from mother's womb, there's always
एक होता है
a
मथुरावासी और एक होता है
like signal.
गोकुलवासी।
So there's like Mathuravasi and Gokulvasi. So people of Mathura, they will say that Krishna took birth in
और
Mathura.
गोकुलवासी क्या करते
And
हैं?
people of Gokul,
नहीं
they say no.
कृष्ण मथुरा में
Krishna
जन्म
did
लेता
not take
है,
birth in Mathura.
प्रकट
Krishna appeared in Mathura.
और गोकुलवासी इसलिए
And people of
गोकुलवासी
Gokul,
कृष्ण कहाँ जन्म
they
लिया?
say Krishna took birth. He took birth in Gokul
हैं?
from the womb of Mother Yashoda.
ये स्पष्टीकरण है। यहाँ तो गोपी गीत में
It
अनेक
is
श्लोक में
explained.
स्पष्टीकरण
Even in
करते
Gopi Geet, it is explained.
हैं। एक जन्म लीला और
One is
एक
Janam Lila, one is the Leela of birth, and one is the Leela of appearance.
स्वयं नंद महाराज
Nanda Maharaj himself,
अपने पुत्र के जन्म महोत्सव पर
he celebrated,
ब्राह्मणों के बुलाए
he invited Brahmins,
और बुला करके
and he gave them
यथाविधि जो है
loads
मंत्र
of
पाठ आदि किया।
donations, and they organized the proper ceremony.
जिसमें ये भी अनेक श्लोक है। नंद की अक्रोध ब्राह्मण सेवन महमूद जसोदा च महाभागा पपूजस्कर तनम हुई। अनेक श्लोक है।
There are a lot of slopes that give evidence. Nanda Maharaj, he invited Brahmins and he gave loads of donations to the Brahmins. Did Vasudev Maharaj give any donations to anyone? Did he give any donation to anyone? No. Nanda Maharaj, in reality, he invited Brahmins and they did purification mantra like Swasti Vachan. They did. What is the biggest thing? So on someone's birthday, on someone's marriage, according to Indian culture, what should you do? Swasti Vachan, Mangal Vachan, Swasti Vachan. Cutting cakes is nothing. They say, they bring cake to me and they say, cut the cake. No. Swasti Vachan is important. Swasti Vachan is about Om Sol. Swasti Vachan is very important. This is the Indian culture. People these days don't do it. They just bring the cake and they cut it and they move the knife. So why are you moving the knife? That's why everyone is a murderer these days. And they also put bad names as a child. They say Hakku, Bakku, Daku, Chingu, Chingu, Pinku, Titu, Shitu, Bitu. They pick nonsense names. They don't have any meaning. I'm sorry. In scriptures it is written, put nice names to your child. Give nice names. Vrindavan Chandra, Gopijan Vallabh. These are very beautiful names. Name give beautiful names. Say with proud that you are a Hindu. Say with proud that you are a Hindu. Say with pride. You are Hindu or not? Who is Hindu? Lift your hands out. Say we are Hindu. Who you are? Are you Hindu? You are putting nonsense names to your children and you are saying you are Hindu. Are you Hindu? You are giving nonsense names to your children and you are not Hindu. You should put names like Govind, Sham Sundar, Madan Mohan. So when you are calling your child, you will speak the names of the Lord. Speak the name of the Lord. Ajamil named his child Narayan. So when he was sitting doing daily course, you will call your child or not? What will you say? Narayan.
Krishna, Govinda.
So this way you will take holy names. So you're not taking Japamala. If you name your child on Lord's name, then you will get Namabhas. They're like, I don't have time to chant holy names. Then name your child. Name your child on the name of God. You will say out 10 times Narayan. Name your daughter Gaurangi. Vrindavan. Put Radha name. Radha Dasi. Give good names to your child. You have to imply it. You have to implement. You're just saying you are Hindu, but you don't know anything about being a Hindu. I am not rejecting any other religion, but I am speaking what's the truth. You should keep the names of your child or the name of Lord. Krishna, Govinda, Radha, Sham, Sundar. You should put names like these. Okay, I'll end the Hari Katha quickly now. Summarize everything. So Nanda Maharaj himself, he invited Brahmins and he gave loads of donations to them. And after that, there was a huge celebration coming. When Vasudev Maharaj, he saw Yog Maya. He saw a girl. And he's thinking, I'm bringing back my own son. But in reality, Vasudev Maharaj is thinking, I'm taking Krishna back. But in reality, he's not taking him back. In reality, he was taking... So when they crossed Jamuna river, the Devaki Nandan disappeared and Yashoda Nandan manifested in the hands of Vasudev Maharaj. And he took that and he put that in with Yashoda in front of bed of your mother Yashoda, and then he brought back Yog Maya and he gave that to Devki. And when Devki took the child, and all the security guards woke up, and then they gave the news to Kans. Kans came. He grabbed that little girl and he tried to kill her, but Yogmaya. So he kicked Kansa's head and Kansa fell on the ground. Yogmaya, with her 8 hands, he said, "You foolish Kansa, how will you kill me? Who's about to kill you? Lord Vishnu. He is in the brood somewhere. He has taken birth already." And here Nanda Maharaj, he's celebrating the birthday. He's like giving so much donations. Jai Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai.
नंद के आनंद भयो जय हो नंद लाल।